vision now.
Is my vision lost forever?
Why did I wait so long to see a retina specialist?
Retinal disease can steal your eyesight, but it doesn't have to. Patients who seek care from a retina specialist in a timely manner have the best chance of preventing vision loss due to age-related macular degeneration or diabetic retinopathy. AMD symptoms to look out for are distortion or warping of straight lines, as well as blurred or loss of central vision. Patients with diabetic retinopathy should seek treatment if they notice the appearance of spots or floaters or blurred and distorted vision. Don't delay seeing a retina specialist. It's worth the visit to save your vision so you don't miss out on life's precious moments, like seeing your grandchild grow up, enjoying a sunset with that special someone, or reading a good book. Visit seeforalifetime.org.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710 ESPN.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Travis Rogers, DeMarco Farr.
The far side. You ready for the far side?
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far side.
Go.
Welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. So let's get to the fun, shall we? The Travis and DeMarco Show right now.
Yeah!
I like it.
Almost for the first time ever, I was late to the show because
why?
Corporate Greg, producer Greg, whatever. What are we calling Greg?
Bet your ear?
We got deep into the Blake Snell, Max Fried.
I knew it.
We were chopping it up.
You guys can no longer hang out before shows.
It's a lot of Dodger talk going on.
It's so funny. Every time we finish a Dodger segment, I will bump into Greg on the way out the door.
Yeah,
he comes running in here.
He gets fired up the way that I get fired up. How you feeling, DeMarco?
I was good. I was good. I still am, but this is weird.
What happened? Last I saw you 10 minutes ago,
very
you
happy.
were great.
Okay, I don't want to jump the line, but
Go ahead.
a friend of mine is just texting me, did you see the Brett Favre Gasto thing? I know we're going to talk about it later.
Yeah.
So just doing some deeper research because we came up with the New York Sack Exchange. Give me the four guys.
Joe Klecko, Mark Gastineau, and the other two.
Marty Lyons. And the other guy I couldn't even name, Abdul Salam.
Abdul Salam, yes.
He's dead.
Abdul Salam is dead.
He just died this October.
That
so I just got sad because I'm like, now I know what Gas was talking about.
Okay.
That's why he was so upset with Brett Favre.
We'll
get into that later.
He was very upset. And, you know, it was one of those, usually you see something like that, whatever. This was like, man, I feel bad for Mark Gastineau.
Well, when do you talk about Gas? When do you talk about Mark Gastineau? Do you know how good he actually was?
I remember watching him.
Yeah.
I remember watching him play and the sack dance, and he was an incredibly colorful
he was that
character.
Guy.
Yeah, for sure.
But like Emmitt Smith, Jerry Rice, the royalty of football, those records that will never be broken, you'll always talk about them. Maybe Gas feels like you should be talking about me too, and that was stolen.
Yeah.
And then you see the guy that stole it from you. So,
yeah. We'll get into it for sure. But
a younger man might have knocked him out.
Well, Favre's like, oh, what the hell's going on
here?
See
how fast his
I mean, look, Gas is still pretty big, DeMarco.
But Brett was like, hey, what's up? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, that's one of those you can feel that the vibe in the room shifts dramatically
immediately,
very quickly.
Yeah,
like, we've
crazy.
all had that moment where you're like, hey, man, what's Whoa! What did I walk into
what
here?
Happened,
this is, sometimes it's your fault, sometimes it's not. Like you're expecting a little bro hug, a little dap it up, and then all of a sudden it's like,
he wants to fight.
You know you screwed me, right? Whoa!
I came in peace.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
I came in peace.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get to that coming up in just a little bit for sure. We're going to do our picks today because you are off tomorrow. You're on your way to San Francisco after the game today, getting ready for the game tomorrow night.
Yep.
I am off on Friday, so today is the
Picks
Day.
Where do we
and
stand?
you have a haircut, by the way.
I do have a haircut.
Do you really?
Yeah.
It's quite short.
It's much shorter. Well, it was very long by my standards going into yesterday.
That's what's different. Take your deal off. Okay, that's what's different.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what else got me? Who was the caller that said LeBron's shot was
Job.
broken? Okay, so that shot of you from a year ago, and then, bro, you look like a completely different dude now.
It's a little different.
That's like 40 pounds ago. That's a whole big head ago.
60, just about.
I didn't know you had that big of a head.
I got a big head, yeah.
But
I
back
told
then
you
it was huge.
This is why Susan will not allow me to shave my head.
Is that why?
Because
okay.
I've been told my head is too big and it's oddly shaped. That's a quote from my lovely
You have
wife.
an O-lineman head. I just discovered that. You should have been an O-lineman.
No.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
I'm a wimp.
But you got the head.
But those guys are nasty and tough and
not
strong.
All of them.
And,
not all of them.
No,
not all of them.
I would have been. Not. I certainly don't have the athletic ability, but I would have fancied myself in the mode or the model of Andrew Whitworth.
Very cerebral.
Yeah, just cerebral.
There you go.
I like to be out on the, move my feet a little bit.
You got some wit in you. I like that.
Niners are my 10, by the way.
Niners are your 10.
I need like a 25-point game.
Yeah. What is the count right now? On the
I'm in last.
Yep.
By quite a bit. I have 58. You and Jorge are tied at second with 73.
Wait, we're tied, and the Rams and the Niners play tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we're tied.
And you're
cool,
tied.
right?
Okay. Are you taking them as your 4?
Of course I am.
He takes them as a 4 every time.
Okay, all right.
And then M's got 81. She's comfortably in the league.
Okay, so we're playing for the wild card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's going to win the division. She's the Buffalo Bills. She's already clinched the division. She gets to pick the restaurant, so we're figuring out. I did get my haircut yesterday, and I'm a Supercuts guy.
Yeah.
So I go into Supercuts, and I don't have like the same person cut it. I just go whoever is got the next open chair. I go to.
Really?
Yeah. DeMarco, what are you going to do with this? There's not much to do.
Okay.
You know, like honestly,
I just never heard of that. But go ahead.
No. That's been. I've had barbers that I go to, but there's like one man shop, so it's always them.
Right.
This is Supercuts. There's 4 or 5 chairs.
That is so freeing. Just walk in, hit you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I sit there and I check in online as I leave work. I said I'll be there about an hour and a half, and you can pick who you want.
Yeah.
Or you can pick next available. Ding, next available, and I get who I get. I've had the same woman a few times. I did not get her yesterday. I don't know if I've told you this story before. She tells me every time, she doesn't remember me clearly, but she's told me the same thing 3 different times, that I remind her of somebody in that movie. Okay?
Not the same story.
And I will say, well, which movie? And it's Jack Nicholson, which isn't terrible.
Okay.
Okay, Jack Nicholson.
Wait, she thinks you look like Jack? Okay, what movie? What?
So we'll get to that.
Circa what?
So I'm thinking, okay, I'll take Jack Nicholson's a movie star.
Depending on movie.
It's the one with Kathy Bates. We're in the hot tub together. I don't know. Good as it gets, maybe? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's the one with Cuba Gooding Jr.
I don't know, but he's
I know
he's
the
like
one you're talking
80
about.
in that movie.
Yeah, he's playing an older man in that one.
And that's what she. So I didn't have her this time. This lady, like to talk the entire time. First of all, clip her near your ear.
Yeah.
I don't hear well to begin with. Clippers right near your ear, so I can't hear anything. And I believe her native language is Vietnamese.
Oh, okay.
And I do not speak
Vietnamese. That's a whole lot of filters.
Right? And so and
that's a whole lot.
She speaks English, but heavily accented English. And I have got Clipper in my ear with a 70-year-old Vietnamese woman speaking to me, and I can't understand a word she said.
How many times do you just go with it? I have no idea what you just said. I'm just going with it.
You know how many times they said, I bet.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, no way.
Yes.
Like, I don't know what she's telling me,
right.
but we
That's
got
funny.
She's very nice.
That's not bad.
Very nice.
I mean, she tried to be nice. That's cool.
She was great.
Yes.
No,
she may be into older guys.
I'd sit down.
Yeah. I'm just saying, she may be into older guys. That's a compliment. There you go.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Like it.
Yeah.
So you have the same barber? Sorry. You have the same barber, same guy?
He's out now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's...
I don't think you were here that day that he talked about it.
My barber got arrested.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right in front of me. But he's out. So, yes, I go to the same guy to answer your question.
Okay.
Yeah. Why?
Do you go to the same guy?
Oh, I cut my own.
Oh, you do cut your own.
I cut
Okay.
my own. Yeah.
If I could, I would.
Yeah.
There's just no way I could. I couldn't cut my own hair.
There's a 3-way mirror that they sell, and I mean, they showed me how to do it, kind of.
Do you have a style? Like, do you cut it into a style or just?
I mean, I can just fade it, you know?
Yeah, okay.
That's it. As long as I can fade the sides, and I'm cool.
We barely see it because you're always wearing a
Exactly.
hat.
So
He's got great hair.
So I've screwed up before, so the hat works.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Have you ever gone bald?
Oh, yeah.
You've gone bald.
I've been
Okay.
bald
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's always an option.
Did your wife say your head is too big and funny shaped? Because mine did.
No, but my daughter does. You know how kids are.
Yeah.
You got kind of the Peyton Manning going, just a little bit.
Now I got neck too. Like before, I had like a bullfrog like waddle kind of thing. Like it just kind of my head went directly into my shoulders.
Yeah.
But now I've grown a neck over the last few years, so I do feel like I got a little Peyton Manning extra forehead, long neck thing going on.
That thing they put out with you and the guy talking about LeBron, I saw it before I heard it, and I'm like, well, who's the other guy? Oh, that's him. Wow.
It's your fault.
No, that's not my fault.
No,
it's
no.
your fault.
It is. No, you inspired me to move.
But you look terrific.
Thank
Let me just, you're Jack now. You're
trying
back to Joker Jack now. Yeah, there you go. You're back.
See, I'll
there.
take that.
There you
I'll
go.
take Cuckoo. I'll even take Cuckoo's Nest Jack.
Cuckoo's no.
No, but I don't care if he's crazy. At least he looked like he was 30. That's fine.
We'll go Joker Jack.
Yeah, but he had the messed up smile and the makeup.
That's a long time ago. We can't go back that far.
What about like Chinatown Jack?
That's still too far. Yeah. That's
damn.
Yeah, that's about 4 or 5% body fat.
Few Good Men, Jack.
Okay, fair. Right there.
By the
that's
way,
a good
an
spot
anniversary
right there.
of A Few Good Men today. It came out on this
Nice.
day.
That's one of the great movie monologues.
It is.
Where he is yelling at Tom Cruise's character, the "You can't handle the truth."
Yeah,
great monologue.
Too tight. Would you call? Let me ask Emily this: Tom Cruise a great actor or a movie star?
Don't ask me because I have an
you don't
unlike
like Tom
of
Cruise.
Tom Cruise. I would say that he is
both.
a very good. He's a movie star, 100% a movie star. He will open a movie just on his name.
Okay, well, just those two clashing at that moment was just awesome.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah, I wish I could have
Do
been
you
in the
not
room.
think he's a good actor?
No, I do.
Yeah.
But people like that watch movies,
I
they
get
call
that
him
he is a movie star. Like he can open a movie.
when they start
just by
bringing
his,
in, he doesn't have the range.
No, but that's not like he can be the total cocky fighter pilot Pete Mitchell guy, which is kind of a movie star role. Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible, is
Vanilla
like,
Sky.
But you're telling me he didn't act in Rain Man? You're telling me he didn't act in Born on the 4th of July?
Big
like
time.
He showed incredible range. He's he's kind of a strange dude, but he's a good actor.
But just those two going at it, I would have loved to have been in that room.
Tom hasn't won an Oscar, has he?
No.
I don't think he has. He's been nominated a handful of
He's
times.
been up. Was he up for Rockstar?
He was
not Rockstar. What's the movie where he played a rock star?
Oh, I think he was nominated for Magnolia.
Oh,
Yeah.
which was
Which
was great.
He was great in that.
Yes.
He was great. I think he was nominated. Jerry Maguire didn't win.
Right,
was he nominated for Maguire?
I believe so.
I know,
but he was
Because
great.
Maguire got like a ton of noms.
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Rain Man, he should have been if he wasn't. He was great in that. He was great in
They were great
Born on the
together.
4th of July.
Yes.
Like he can act. He's a good actor.
Here are his nominations: Best Actor in a Supporting Role for Magnolia, Best Actor in a Leading Role for Jerry Maguire, and Best Actor in a Leading Role for Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And he was also nominated as a producer of Top Gun Maverick for Best Picture.
There you go. Good.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Come on.
You question the manner in which I provide it.
Let me find. Is that streaming anywhere? I need to see that now.
You said A Few Good Men. I'm sure it is.
Just turn on TNT. It's probably on
jonesing,
right now.
I'm jonesing for that movie right now.
It's probably on right. TNT, TBS,
USA,
AMC,
anywhere.
It's
Looks
always
like it's
on.
on
Okay.
BBC America.
Oh, what a movie! Yes,
it is the Beastmaster / Shawshank of the 2020s.
And
it's
then
on.
Did you go Beastmaster on me?
Beastmaster was on TBS every day.
The old movie Beastmaster.
Tanya Roberts,
Oh
Beastmaster.
my God!
Yes.
Wow. Yes.
It was
John
female.
Amos in a
It was
loincloth.
female Conan.
Yes, it was awesome.
It was
awesome. It was
DeMarco.
yes.
They didn't run it every day because people didn't watch it.
Oh my God!
They ran it every day because people were like, Tanya
was the
Roberts and
guy's name?
Beastmaster. Let's watch it again.
You can also rent it on Amazon for $13. That's a hefty
rent-
price.
rent
yeah.
it?
That's
For
worth
$13?
That's worth every penny. I'm going to watch that today. I have to.
On the
And the
plane.
Yacht Rock thing.
Oh,
I have to watch
yeah.
that first and then this.
I did the thing I don't do very often, where I usually people give me recommendations, and I mean to watch them, but I kind of file them in the back of my brain, and I just either forget or I never get around to it. Part of it was I was home alone last night, so I turned it on. Susan's taking care of her mom.
Oh.
So I'm like, yeah, I got a couple. Why not?
Yeah.
Awesome.
The Yacht Rock.
Awesome.
I can't wait to see it.
And, and Ireland was right. Stick around for the phone call at the end.
Is it really? Is it funny?
It's terrific.
I'll also do this again. So I know this has come up in the past where I am not. The Tom Cruise movies don't hit me. They're not my genre of movie that I typically go to. But you guys know me well. Is there a Tom Cruise movie that you think I should watch? Maybe
Outsiders.
it'll change my idea
Have you seen
about
Magnolia?
I have not seen Magnolia. I do like the woman, not Julie Andrews, but it's
Her.
redhead.
Yes, the one.
Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore.
Yeah.
I like Julianne Moore.
Fantastic.
So Magnolia.
So do I.
Outsiders.
Yeah.
Go back and watch The Outsiders.
Okay.
Oh, he's a kid in that movie.
He's a kid in that movie.
I have
and
seen
it's-
The Outsiders,
yeah.
but like back in like high school.
Watch
so.
it again and just watch him.
I would
right.
suggest Magnolia. Have you seen Rain Man?
I have seen Rain Man, and I think
yeah.
that's good. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's good despite him.
You don't think he's good in that role?
Dustin Hoffman was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was
Justin
great in that
Hoffman's
role.
great.
Yeah.
They
He plays
played
a
off. Yeah.
great, smarmy,
Yeah.
jerk, self-entitled guy. Born on the 4th of July is
Gotta see it.
super depressing,
Would you,
but
would
it's
you
good.
recommend Cocktail?
No, that sort of movie is the reason she doesn't like him.
Yeah.
That's the
But you
movie.
may appreciate him though.
Because someone told me to watch Jerry Maguire, and I did
Always.
not like Jerry
That-
You
Maguire.
didn't like? Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Oh my God.
I like Jerry Maguire, but I get why you don't.
Why?
And I think that's why you would not like
How do you-
Cocktail.
why do you not like Jerry Maguire?
I just think it's stupid, and
It's-
I don't think he's very good in it. I
Oh
think
my
he's
God.
way over the
He's-
top in it. But I know it's
good in it.
Wait,
but
that was so accurate. That whole movie was so accurate. That's how it is.
Quan.
I can't believe
The Quan,
that Cuba
the
Gooding Jr. got
agents.
an Oscar for that. Like, I just can't fathom that is an Oscar-winning movie. It's so cheesy.
Yeah.
You had me at hello. Like, get out of here.
Oh my
Dad.
God,
the love
that was
story,
awesome.
The love story of that kind of missed me, but I like the agent
And
stuff.
the little kid, the little boy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Mom,
He's
my
a
mom's
NASCAR
coming.
driver.
Got to go to bed. Days of Thunder.
Days of
Oh,
Thunder.
well,
Yeah.
no, that's just Top Gun and race cars. It's the same movie.
But come on.
It's awesome.
Okay,
Go
but
see
I
it.
will
Rowdy
try
Burns.
Magnolia, and
Yeah.
I'll see if I like
Try that. Yeah, you're gonna hate his character, but you're supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're supposed to.
Mackie.
Is that his name?
That's his name.
Yeah.
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 But it brings it all back around. You'll see. Yeah, yeah.
Top Gun, by the way, I love Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
But it's Top Gun and race cars.
Yeah, basically.
But okay.
But is there an Iceman? There's no Iceman.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
no,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
Rowdy.
Rowdy becomes
the
that's
enemy
right.
turned friend.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
did like Top Gun Maverick. I didn't super love Top Gun originally when I watched it, but Top Gun Maverick was really good.
Deebo Samuel is chirping, and I don't like it because I think it's going to work. That's coming up
Yeah.
next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
You can't handle the truth.
Yes.
For ESPN LA contest rules, go to ESPNLA.com and click the contest button.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforming-LAX. That's flylax.com/transforming-LAX.
Hey, LA, let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release harmful gases like methane. Fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, it's easy, it helps protect our planet. Ready to do your part? Visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Have you heard or seen ads for settling your credit card debt over a period of 3 or 4 years? What they don't tell you is that they will implode your credit rating by entering a debt relief program. At Cash Call, we have a different way of helping you out from under crushing credit card debt. If you own your own home, Cash Call could make you a loan to pay off that debt, which should help your credit rating and get your monthly payments down. We've helped folks pay off $80,000 in credit card debt in one shot. Even if you've had credit derogs, such as recent mortgage lates, we may still be able to approve you so you can improve your credit score instead of trashing it. So if you're a homeowner and want to turn your credit profile around and cut your monthly interest expense, go to cashcall.com or call 833-875-CASH. Our loan technicians are ready to help you right now. Minimum loan amount of $6,000, subject to credit approval. Not all applicants will qualify. Loans made pursuant to the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation. Call 833-875-CASH or go to cashcall.com.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Retinal Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going, and going, and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Retinal Chevrolet.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
We got stuck in our Siskel and Ebert moment talking about the movies. I've got to ask the obvious question of the day.
What?
That jersey's awesome that you have on right now.
You like this thing?
Very, very
Really?
much. Yes.
Okay.
What's the first thing I said to you when you walked in the room
You
today?
liked it. I can't, well, I don't want to say I can't stand it, but I hate this jersey.
Why?
Because I think it's ugly.
Okay, let me just, if you're not watching us on YouTube, if
Yeah.
you're just listening on the radio or the app right now, it is a Rams jersey from the 75th anniversary season of the NFL.
1994.
1994. It is
What do we call
DeMarco's own jersey. This is game
Yeah,
worn.
this is me, yeah.
This is game worn, number 75.
Yes.
Got his name across the back. And hey, it still fits.
It's
looks good on you.
That's the thing I was
looks
happy
good on
about.
you. It's bright yellow.
Yes.
With blue numbers and blue stripes
You
on the
actually
sleeves.
like this.
Very much.
Okay, this was our uniform for, I think, did they call them throwbacks?
Yeah, yeah.
It
Still
was throwback
do.
week. Remember the Steelers with the
Oh,
socks?
the bumblebee ones?
Yeah,
yeah,
and there was somebody that was just, but this was ours.
Yeah.
It just didn't look right. We had the wrong helmets on top. I don't care about what you wear when you play, but I'm not a fan of this jersey.
Why not? I'll take it.
Well, you want it?
Of course I want
mean,
it.
let me wash it first.
Well, yeah, you wash it. Bring it. Why
and I
you-
was actually dared to wear this.
Oh, I was going to say,
Yeah.
you always wear Rams gear to
Yeah,
work,
I
but
was-
you never have worn a jersey.
So I was walking into the building after I left here. We just left Joseph S. Norman.
Yeah.
You and I. we
Joe's
sat
coming
the
in
room.
today.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's going to do a little factor
What a
cap
cool
with us.
guy.
Yeah.
He kind of, well, never mind. We'll get into that later. It took me to a dark place for a hot minute. But cool guy.
Yes.
So I leave you. I head straight to Woodland Hills. Nothing but traffic, right? So I
Yeah.
get there and we shoot BTH. Me,
Okay.
JB, and Stu. And then we get kicked out of the studio. We never get kicked out of the studio. Why are we getting kicked out of the studio? Well, Amazon's coming in.
Oh.
They're going to shoot an interview with Puka Nacua. I'm like,
Oh.
okay, we get it. So we have
Yeah.
to go record All Access down the hall.
Okay.
So on the way out, Puka comes running by us with his jersey on, and he's heading outside to the parking lot.
Okay.
Like, well, where are you going? And Steve Avila is standing there, right? So like, hey, where are you going? I have to get some out of the car. You can't run outside with your jersey on. It's like, bad form.
Like unwritten rule kind of thing?
Unwritten rule, yeah.
Okay.
Like wearing the
So he's got his number
the
17 Puka jersey on.
running outside to go.
Okay.
And it's right there. It's no big deal.
It's not like he's going into the mall.
He's not going to the mall. He's just going to his car. So we had this little brief discussion, like, you cannot wear your jersey. And I'm like, why not?
Who are you having the discussion
Steve Avila. He's like, you cannot wear your own jersey anywhere. You have to wear somebody else's. I'm like, what do you mean? I get where he's coming from, but I'm like, you can wear your own jersey.
Yeah.
I bet you won't wear it.
Here we are.
Boom.
Here we are. I like
Don't
it.
dare me, and I will rock this on the plane today.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
That's terrific.
Yes, I will pub myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wash it and hand it over.
Thank
I'll take
you.
it. I'll put it on my wall.
Don't dare a 50-year-old man.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah,
like,
don't you dare a 50-year-old.
What young men don't understand, we don't give a damn anymore.
DGAF.
Yeah. Like, it's like, I bet you won't. Oh, I bet I will.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And God forbid there are stakes.
Yes.
You don't think I'm going to do that?
I will have
man.
you pantsless if you keep daring me. Let's go.
One of my favorite like social media things, I don't even know if it's a social media thing. I may be totally off. But the video of Joel Embiid showing up in the club in a Joel Embiid jersey. It's amazing.
Rock on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Like, first of all, Joel Embiid's 7'3",
yeah.
I think. Like, I don't think anybody was going to guess it wasn't you.
Right, right.
You're 7'3" and famous.
I did go out with a 7-footer. Is John Sally 7 feet or is
Oh,
like 6'10"?
very close if
Very
he's
close.
not.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 7-footer. And we went to this club. Same night I met my wife.
Really?
Funny. But we were walking up to this club and he put his hood on.
It's not going to help, bro.
Right, but it brought him attention because you didn't know who it was.
Oh,
right. It's a 7-footer, so you knew it's somebody.
But
you can't see his face, so it made him more. I'm like, oh, I get it.
7 feet is so. Like Michael, who we see frequently. Michael's like 6'9" or 10. Like Michael's really, really tall, but even that extra 2 inches that takes you to 7 feet is just a totally different
Makes
thing.
a difference, yeah.
Like you will see occasionally somebody that's 6'6" or 6'7" just walking down the street at the mall at a ball game. You will see them.
He's tall.
Right. You'll go, oh, that guy's really tall.
Yeah.
You never see a 7-foot person in the wild.
This is true. Just hanging out. Just hanging out. No.
Never.
No. That's part of the whole Kareem thing, right? He just didn't like people.
Well, Kareem's a solid 7'2". Yeah. Like he's way north of that. Yeah. And I don't know if this is still correct, but I know at one point that 1/4 of every American-born man that was 7 feet tall had played in the NBA.
1/4?
1/4. One out of every 4.
That's crazy.
That's how few of them there are, and you get the ones that can run a little bit.
What were the other 3/4 doing?
Yeah.
Hiding?
Like a better,
Playing volleyball?
Yeah, do it. I don't know, circuses?
Hiding, crazy. You talked about your picture with Shaq.
Oh, dude,
my head was in his armpit. Like that. This is ridiculous.
And I'm not. I'm tall for like regular people, but I'm not abnormal. I'm 6'3", right? But it's very rare where I feel tiny next to another person.
Yeah, you just look
it's very rare.
huge. Yes.
Dude, he makes you disappear.
Yeah. And the older Shaq got, the bigger he got. The younger Shaq in Orlando, that was a phenom. The one that became Andre the Giant overnight when he left here and went to Miami. Yeah.
All right, so you're leaving today to go to San Francisco?
Yeah, we're going up at 4. Yeah, got to meet up at the bus at 4 o'clock and then we travel.
Okay.
It's going to be raining, right?
Is it going to be raining?
Check
I didn't check
forecast.
the weather.
North?
That's the JB thing. I don't check weather.
So Deebo Samuel is not having the typical impact that he has had, season to season. He's having
55% chance of rain.
55% chance.
I'll take
of
those
rain.
odds.
So yeah, you know what that means?
What?
45% chance that it doesn't.
And it won't. Yeah.
That's how I look at it. So Deebo was talking about how he's not getting the ball enough. He posted something on Twitter, not struggling at all, just not getting the ball. And he went on to say, when he was asked about it, you read what you read. I'm a little frustrated for sure. Then he went on to say, I'm not calling out my teammates. Kyle Shanahan was saying.
Has since deleted some of those tweets.
Right.
Can I ask Jorge a real question? Just a real question. Be honest with me, right?
Okay.
Just be totally honest.
Okay.
You promise? Pinky swear?
Sure.
Okay. If Deebo wasn't on your team, would you like him?
No.
That's what I thought.
No.
Okay. He drives me nuts.
Yeah,
I'm not calling out my teammates. Yes, you are.
He's a wide receiver. This is kind of the.
He's a diva. He drives me
big time. Big diva.
bonkers.
All
yeah.
caps.
You know what else he is?
What?
Pretty good.
He is pretty
Yeah,
good.
yes, but
pretty
his
good.
style, like you guys were talking about Puka's style and Cooper's style, his style it ain't going to last long. And he's starting to slow down.
I think we're already starting to see it a little
Yeah.
bit. But here's my fear. The last time the Rams were getting ready to play an opponent, when the player had chirped a little bit about not getting what they wanted, was Marvin Harrison Jr. This was a million years ago, back in week 2. But Marvin Harrison Jr. after the opening game was like, "Yeah, this isn't working. This isn't what we." And then
they spammed him the ball.
Dude, they forced him the ball,
Yeah.
and he was awesome against the Rams. I'm a little worried that, okay, he spoke up, he's chirping a little bit, let's try to get Deebo involved, and it works.
Okay, so that's the thing. He has been getting the rock. He just hasn't been as explosive as he used to. So just like with the conversation with Chris and a new playbook, it's not a new playbook. you're executing better, which means you can run more plays.
Mm-hmm.
So same with Deebo. They're going to run stuff with him. If it's stuffed, they probably won't go back to it. There's only so many times you can do it in a game with him, but he's going to get it. So if the Rams jump on him early like everyone else has, then he probably gets deleted from the game plan.
Here are some numbers.
Because he cannot go down the field as a receiver and just beat you that way.
No, he's kind of that Swiss Army knife. You can put in a lot of different sets and all of that kind of stuff. But here it is what it is. Over the last 4 games, Samuel has 97 yards. Over 4 games, that's less than 25 yards a game.
Yeah.
Right? That's really he has, on 17 touches, an average of 5.5 yards per touch. He hasn't exceeded 35 yards from scrimmage in any of those 4 games, finishing with 21, 21, 20, and 35 against the Seahawks, Packers, Bills, and Bears, respectively.
Yeah.
So this isn't just a game. This is 4 games where he really has not been a regular part of their attack.
Right. So here's the thing. He's getting it. He's not as effective with it, but he's one of those dudes that strike me as he needs to have someone to hate and create some drama, and he just did it, which might bring his game up a notch.
That was my fear.
Yeah, and I hate the fact that he popped off now.
Some guys need that stuff. Some guys need the thing that, you know who was great at creating drama where there
Jordan.
didn't? Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Jordan. But I remember way back when I was wearing this jersey, Andre Rison.
Mean my soon-to-be jersey?
No, I'm keeping this. But we were going to Atlanta, and Atlanta was struggling, and Andre Rison was their guy. Remember him?
Sure.
So Andre Rison guaranteed victory on Wednesday. I guarantee you we will beat the Rams. And he wasn't playing that well.
Yeah.
And guess what?
He went off.
He went off, and they won.
Yeah.
So now Deebo's popping off wrong time, but like I said,
I had the
you
same,
still got to stop him. Right?
I had the same reaction. My reaction wasn't, oh, okay, good. These guys are chirping. They're falling apart. They're internal fighting. Mine is, oh, man.
Here we go.
Are they going to rise up and beat the Rams? It's okay. So what we're asking the Rams to do is to sweep 2 divisional opponents, the Seahawks and the 49ers, and to go 1-1 against the other divisional opponent. That's asking them to go, 5-1?
5-1 in the division.
That is really difficult to do, even if you're one of the best teams in the NFL.
Well, if you want to win the division, you got to do that anyway.
Yeah.
You basically have to sweep the division for the most part.
Yeah, 4-2 usually probably gets it done. 5-1 is that it? I'm with you. I think it is asking a lot, but that's what they've created. That's what they've left themselves. That's the path to get to the playoffs, is to win these next 3 or the next 3 division games.
Yeah, and you only lost 1 division game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is normal.
Well, but they still got 3 left. They've only played half the schedule.
Right, but having to beat Arizona twice, Seattle twice, and split with San Francisco.
San Francisco's the one that's been the toughest putt, and now you got to get that done tomorrow night. And there's a streak on the line for Matthew Stafford. So this is something you don't get to say very often. He has a chance to do something he's never done before on Thursday night. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Prize Picks. How many? No, he's not going to run the option. I don't think running the option's on Prize Picks either. But what is on Prize Picks is Matthew Stafford's passing yard projections. So you open up the app on Prize Picks, you look at Matthew Stafford, you see the number that they have posted, and then you decide whether you like more or less of that. And during Pickmas, you can win up to 200 times your money. You heard me right, up to 200 times your money on Prize Picks. But none of this can happen, none of this fun, none of this real money going into your pocket potentially if you don't put the app on your phone. So put the Prize Picks app on your phone, and when you sign up, make sure you use the code 710, 710. When you use the code 710, you're going to get $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't even have to win the $5 lineup. You just need to play, and you get $50 instantly. So don't forget that code 710 when you sign up at Prize Picks. Pick more, pick less. It really is that easy with Prize Picks.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710 ESPN.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Take a sip of sunshine this season with Milagro Tequila. What's up, guys? It's D-Far. Milagro Tequila is made from 100% blue agave, crafted for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Enjoy the freshest margaritas with Milagro Silver, mix up some palomas with Reposado, or simply sip Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Milagro at your favorite retailer, in stores, and online. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila. Milagro Tequila. Must be 21 and over. Please enjoy responsibly.
Score a win with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup options. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations that are near you. This season, keep your holiday gifts a surprise when you choose to pick up from Amazon Locker or Counter. Whether you're hustling between home, work, or your usual game day spots, grab your packages on your schedule. Amazon Pickup is the worry-free option for the times when home delivery isn't ideal. To find your nearest Amazon Pickup location, go to amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Hey, it's Mace. You have never experienced anything like Cosm. Trust me, it will blow your mind, and you can experience the Emirates NBA Cup like never before. NBA action in immersive shared reality. Every assist and dunk and buzzer beater comes to life on Cosm's immense 8K plus wraparound display. Use our exclusive discount code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA event in November. Get your tickets now at Cosm.com. That's COSM.com.
Inspired by Southern California's laid-back yet active lifestyle, Travis Matthew creates premium men's and women's apparel designed to make you look and feel your best no matter the activity. Now, Travis Matthew brings that same style to USC fans with their first ever collegiate collaboration. Designed with the iconic Cardinal and Gold, this collection carries the tradition and legacy of USC. Gear up for game days and style. New customers get 20% off their first order with code 710 at travismatthew.com. That's code 710. Offer valid online only.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Yeah, when you're deciding your college curriculum, depending on, like, you have your area of interest, right?
Yes.
What did you get your degree in?
Criminal justice.
Criminal justice.
Actually, it's, criminal justice here. It's society and justice up there at UW.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's for people that maybe want to go into law enforcement?
I was going to head right to law school.
Okay.
Yes. So
to go to the FBI or just to practice law?
You know what's funny? The FBI actually came recruiting.
Really?
Right after we finished playing football. It was funny. They all showed up and were like, do you want to
join the FBI?
Pursue a career in law enforcement, FBI. One of our guys, Dave the Hammer Hoffman, just retired from the Secret Service.
Really?
This year. Yeah. So Hammer became a guy that protects the president.
You could have trained with my uncle.
Her uncle,
FBI.
Secret Service?
Listen to this job.
Yeah.
So my uncle, he works the FBI training headquarters and teaches people how to drive in high-speed situations. It's one of his parts of his job. And I remember we all got around the TV and watched him. I can't remember what Good Morning America host he put into his car with him, but he put someone in there and drove all around the training grounds, and she came out with her hair all over the place.
He stunt drives on purpose. That's amazing. What a great job.
What an awesome
maneuvers
gig.
And everything.
Yes.
And also there's a whole section of the FBI headquarters which we used to always go on 4th of July. We'd go there because they have a big celebration, they have fireworks and everything.
Awesome.
But it's also a really cool big blacktop that we would play sports on and stuff.
Nice.
Oh, that's
But
awesome.
there's a section that is where they practice raids and other things, which is really cool to go see. And they have part of that in Silence of the Lambs. They actually did. It seems
where
like
she's
they
running
recreated
through the woods and all
so
that
it's
stuff?
not when she ran through the woods, but there's a section where she's walking from the woods to the building.
Yeah, with
and
the signs.
There's these houses that are fake, and that's where they used to, where they still do practice how to do a raid like a normal condo.
Speaking of things that pop up in movies so the opening scene of the Yacht Rock documentary.
Yes.
Literally, camera comes up and it says Santa Barbara, 1975, maybe, or whatever it is. It's on the campus of UCSB.
No way.
I'm like, and it's right at the, and it's a Michael McDonald concert. I'm like, this is amazing. Like, I've stood in that spot. I didn't know.
No way.
And I went to, obviously, it was at Santa Barbara for 5 years.
Yeah.
I never knew that Michael McDonald had I've been in that exact spot 100 times.
You never knew he had a what?
A concert there. That
a concert
apparently
there.
was a fairly big deal. I'm looking. I'm going, my God, that sounds like, I'm trying to place where in Santa Barbara that is. I'm like, oh my God, that's in the middle of the campus.
I don't know anyone that doesn't like Michael McDonald. How do you hate Michael McDonald?
What's not to
That's
like?
what I'm saying. At some point, yes.
So you took a urban planning course.
Oh, in school?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were dumb. It was stupid.
But that is a cool subject.
But
it sounds hard.
But I did not select it because of the class. It was the last 5 credit class left, and I had to have 15 so I can make it for spring.
Yeah.
We were getting ready for spring ball, so it was the only thing I could take, and the professor was so cool. Like, you guys, what are you guys doing in here? This is all that was left. All right, just move over there.
Don't interrupt.
Don't interrupt, because these people over here are serious. Yes, just get over there. Yeah.
Matthew Stafford has had 4 different points in his career where he has gone interception-less over a 4-period time.
Say that again.
He has gone at 4 different points in his career. He has gone 4 consecutive games without throwing an interception.
4 times.
4 times.
Okay.
The game against Buffalo was the 4th consecutive time he had not thrown an interception in the previous games.
Okay.
Matthew Stafford has never gone 5 games in a row without throwing an interception in his NFL career.
He's played 1,000 years.
He's played 1,000 years, and he's never got through the 5th game without an interception.
Okay.
Tomorrow night is the 5th game against the San Francisco 49ers.
He's never gone 5 in a row without turning the ball over.
Nope.
That is so crazy. Okay, so I'm looking at it 2 ways, right? The quarterback I want shouldn't go 5 games without a pick.
I agree.
Right,
because I'm taking risks.
I'm foot on the gas. Let's go. Yeah, you should take some risks.
I totally agree.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the safe quarterbacks. I bet there are quarterbacks that have gone 18 weeks without throwing a pick.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
You know what else they did? They probably threw for 80 yards.
And they didn't win.
Right. And they had Franco Harris and Emmett Smith running the ball.
It's Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah. There you go. Yes.
You know who throws interceptions? Good quarterbacks.
And some bad ones.
Bad ones do for sure, but none of the great quarterbacks never threw picks.
Well,
they throw picks occasionally.
I hope he sets a personal record this week, and then you can throw a pick
at some point.
You know
what's funny? Like going into this, and it's kind of talking about the turnover margin, the differential, and all that stuff. We all know how important that is. Going into the Buffalo game, it felt, and I remember asking you leading up to the week, what has to go right? And you said
everything.
Everything. Kind of felt like everything went right.
Almost.
Right? Yeah. They played especially offensively. They were terrific.
Yeah.
Like they were really firing on all cylinders.
I take that back. Everything did go right.
Yeah. And
I said Buffalo has to make some mistakes, and they did.
They made one big one, and they made a coaching mistake too, arguably by going for that sneak. But I don't feel like that's the bar to clear to beat San Francisco. You got to play well. You can't go out there and turn it over 3 times and be terrible offensively and give up long plays. But hey, you need to almost throw a no-hitter to beat these guys. That's not the case against San Francisco.
I think if you do what you're supposed to do, if you earn the right to rush the passer, you've heard me say this 1,000 times, right? Earning the right to rush the passer, that means you're good on 1st and 2nd down. Against San Francisco, it's not going to be easy, and they finally gotten going on offense running the football. So, but if you can and force this back onto Brock Purdy, you'll win this game. You'll get to him. He'll throw it to you. Now, the other guy was an alien. So what you saw, 42 points with that sort of heat, you'll never see that again.
You don't have to be letter perfect. You just got to be pretty darn good.
And you got to put a lid on Kittle. And that's easier said than done because the tight end is always open. And he is a monster after the catch.
Yes. Yeah. But here is my PTSD of the Niners after having covered the Rams for the last 9 seasons. It always felt like it was somebody other than the best guy who had the big day when they played the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Did McCaffrey have big days? Of course he did. Did Kittle have big days? Of course he did. Deebo had big days? Of course he did. But Jawan Jennings has multiple. Jawan Jennings is the one that's giving us the business.
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk was the guy that had a huge day against the Niners. It was always the backup to the backup
and
running
Deebo
back.
had some days.
No, for sure. The good guys had good days, but it wasn't like we got no answer. It's like, how is Jawan Jennings the guy that's killing us
You're
today?
singled up, and you're kind of thin at corner. Consider who he was beating at those moments. But
those guys aren't around right now.
But keeping a lid on Kittle, huge, because he can flat kill you. That's like Gronk again. It's not only is he beating you, he's demoralizing you, and he gives them energy. And on the other side, they've got some guys back. Hufanga is back, and he's like the second coming of Palomalu.
Greenlaw might be back.
He may come back. So they're starting to get healthy at the wrong time, and Deebo is popping off at the wrong time. So this ain't going to be an easy.
No.
This ain't going to be a walk in the park.
It's not.
Yeah.
Rams have also won 6 of 8 and been playing pretty darn good.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, right? So JB said this yesterday, and I kind of sort of agree. He said that Rams fans would be happy if you didn't make the playoffs. Let's say the playoffs were off the table, but if you sweep the 49ers, that would make your season.
Not for me.
Kind of like Michigan, Ohio State.
I understand the analogy.
Yeah.
I don't agree at all.
Me either. I'm not there.
Look, the 49ers could beat the Rams by 50 twice. If the Rams go to the playoffs and make some noise,
Super
I'm in.
happy. Except
I'm in.
From a personal standpoint, I just have to deal with him again.
Yeah, look, you might have to listen to some chirping here and there.
But I want the playoffs. I want the Lombardi. That's all I care about.
Yeah, the rivalry stuff is fun, but it's at the end of the day, it's not super meaningful to me if I have a better team than you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
but I would say the same is true. So he tried to paint it as the Rams fans want nothing more than to beat San Fran, and I agree. It would also benefit him and the 49ers to derail what the Rams have done, coming off beating Buffalo. Because you're on the precipice of being a dangerous football team.
If they beat the Rams, they're right smack in the middle of it again.
And they would love nothing better than to send the Rams into a tailspin.
The far side, while wearing a jersey. Coming up next, it's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. All right, let's talk about what you need to get done in your house right now, right? You've got heating, you've got cooling, and you've got plumbing. Let's talk about plumbing for a second, and let's talk about Next Gen, because right now they've got 88-point heating and cooling service diagnostics going on right now, which means, look, it's L.A., it's California. It's hot one day and it's cold the next. Emily was telling me the other day that when she went swimming, the first day she'd been cold since she came to L.A. Well, it's going to be 90 degrees in 5 minutes. That's how it works out here, right? You're turning it on, you're turning it off, going back and forth. Why not make sure that all of your systems are running at their absolute best? Comprehensive multi-point inspection and performance evaluations, professional recommendations for any necessary repairs. So ensure your heating and cooling system is ready for whatever you're going to throw at them for just $88. Call 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN. Call them right now to schedule your $88 heating and cooling system diagnostic, and you can go to nextgenaronplumbing.com for more information.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
I love opening gifts for myself because, I really get me. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Gift a Day Giveaway. 15 days, 15 gifts. Earn 500 points on your rewards card and get that day's great gift. Now till the 20th.
Number 2.
The Hilarious, Just Hilarious. Live January 11th.
And the number 1 reason.
It's the holidays. It's Morongo. It's good times.
Morongo. Good times.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL, realfathersrights.com/710, or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Father's Rights Attorneys.
At the Home Depot, we know Saturdays are for college football. That's why we have everything you need to never miss a play. Like North America's #1 home fire safety brand, Kidda. Because on a day full of football sounds you love, like fight songs, roaring crowds, and your favorite commentators...
like me, Kirk Herbstreit.
The last sound you want to hear is... Defend your game time with Kidda and the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Based on total household installations as of December 2023.
5-hour energy. When I pull up to the parking lot, it's time to level up. Dial in, showing out for your team. Listen up, get you some. I stand the fan to give you what you need. Fair fuel, game time. Turn up the intensity. Team colors bleeding out. 5-hour energy. For a limited time, get the fan fuel flavor at 5hourenergy.com.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far side.
Go.
It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. The far side.
I'm looking at these old throwbacks from '94, this jersey.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Chris Miller. And do you remember Chris Miller?
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Yeah.
And he was a Pro Bowler in Atlanta, and we got him on a free agent deal.
Who was the quarterback of the team that Atlanta went Super Bowl? Was it Chris Miller?
No, that was Chris Chandler.
Chris Chandler.
Chris Chandelier.
Yeah.
He's the dog. He's a husky, but his name was Chris Chandelier.
Little brittle.
You could predict when he was going to get knocked out of the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chris Miller was a good quarterback.
Chris Miller could have been great, but this is when we thought concussions were funny.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he was the guy that would get hit, get splattered. They'd bring the spatula out and put him on the sideline, and he had a bald spot.
Oh.
He had a bald spot, and he would be knocked cold, but all he would ever say was, hat, because he wanted to cover the
bald spot.
Right, but he was knocked cold, concussed the whole nine. So we used to make fun of him.
Yeah.
He used to have to keep his address in his pocket, and he would routinely go to the wrong house. Right, and it was funny back then. And I look at him like we were grotesque back then, but he could have been special. He really could have.
He was. I remember as an Oregon person, like I remember thinking, oh wow, the guy, because they had Fouts. Oregon always had some quarterbacks that would go to the league, but and Miller was the next one. But yeah, he also is he okay now?
We showed up to work one day and there's no Chris, and I'm a rookie, so no one tells us anything. But there was a brouhaha. So hey man, what happened? Well, the police are here.
Oh no,
why are the cops here? Well, they brought Chris in, and I'm like, what? Did he get in a fight? What happened? A wreck? No, he went to the wrong house again, and he went to the fridge, opened up the fridge, pulled out a beer, cracked it, went to the couch, sat down, and started watching TV, and then realized there was a family having dinner behind him.
Oh, my gosh.
Right, and they freaked out and called the cops.
Well, sure.
Yeah, it was just weird, one of those moments. So concussions were funny, but that's not the far side. So we're going to take it a little bit different real quick. I got to ask Emily a question. You are a Caitlyn Clark fan, right?
Sure, yeah.
You're not? I thought you were.
No, I'm just like, I'm not. Why are you asking?
What happened?
What do you mean what happened?
There's some brouhaha with her today.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay. Did she say something? No one knows?
So she was the Times Athlete of the Year, so I know that there's a long feature with her in it. I know she talked about her relationship with Taylor Swift and that they, are mutually fans of each other.
Oh.
I know that she, I think, acknowledged that she comes from a place of privilege in a league dominated by black women and queer women.
Oh, that's what
and so I think that's probably what it is.
Okay.
She's acknowledging that she is a white person of privilege coming into a WNBA that is mostly dominated by black and queer women.
That's it? She's acknowledging that?
I think she's saying that she's giving credit to those people that came before her, like acknowledging those people that came before her. I did not read it. I just know this is what people have been saying.
I have to search that stuff out, but it popped onto my Twitter or my X, my timeline, whatever, because I guess of Angel Reese and my interest in her.
Oh.
So all this stuff came across, and it was just this morning. There's a lot of Caitlyn Clark lost her fan base. Caitlyn Clark is going to lose her marketability, and I don't know why. And
I'm
now
not
a
person of color,
why.
so I can't really speak to the why it would have hit home, but I don't know. I think that she did, do the Athlete of the Year.
Oh, okay.
So it might be in that long piece that she did.
Yeah, I guess this is ongoing breaking news.
Yeah,
we'll hear more about this later. I was just going to tell you on the way up Figueroa, there is a billboard of Angel Reese right down the street from here.
What's she selling?
Makeup, I think.
Okay.
Makeup or jewelry or whatever. It says, I know my worth, and that's money. That's the tagline. So I'm like, look, they're breaking through. I'm like, hey, yeah.
This is what NBA Central pulled from the article. She says, Caitlyn Clark says there needs to be a better effort to elevate black women in the WNBA. I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there's privilege. A lot of these players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has been built on them. The more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, and then continue to have brands and companies invest in those players that have made this league incredible, I think it's very important. I have to continue to try to change that. The more we can elevate black women, that's going to be a beautiful thing.
Interesting.
I do think a lot of people believe that a majority of her fan base that has elevated her has been kind of this like middle America, Iowa women's basketball fan.
it is.
Majority white people that have elevated Caitlyn Clark, and that maybe, again, another criticism at the time that everyone was elevating Caitlyn Clark was that, it's like, okay, now we're talking about the WNBA when there's a white woman that's ahead of this, not the black queer women that have come ahead of her, but...
I see where the heat's coming from
now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know why. I'm like, why am I getting all this stuff from Caitlyn Clark? I thought the season was done. Like, did she get hurt? What happened? It's just a bunch of heat. Now I know why.
Yeah,
okay.
Just the feature.
Makes sense.
Never say anything to anybody about anything.
But this makes me like Caitlyn Clark even more. So I think it's acknowledging people that have come ahead of you.
Of course. But it just goes to show you that even if you're trying to say
the right
what
thing
she believes is the right thing, what I think a lot of people believe is the right thing, it's
you can't make anybody.
How dare you say this? It's like, well, what did I say? Like, you don't even, it's just, it's.
Because if she didn't say that and she's surrounded by the people in her league that she's denigrating.
Of course.
Seeing what's happening right now with the woman, the Suns.
I never thought I would say this or quote this person. Just shut up and dribble.
Like it was that line was
just dribble.
It was so off-putting at the time. But it's like, we all need a spot where we can just kind of come in and check that stuff at the door. But I understand why she said it.
And I do think it's different with women's sports. Women's sports do tend to have a lot of women that are speaking up for a lot of things. So we have the U.S. Women's National Team, and WNBA tends to have people that are more politically active as well as more people that are more outwardly politically active. And so I think it's not something that's going to, if you're a WNBA fan, I would assume you're not going to dislike what Caitlyn Clark had to say.
Okay, fair. Are you going to watch?
I don't watch.
Are you going to watch?
No.
Caitlyn Clark did not bring you to the sport.
It did not.
Okay, that's funny.
And I don't mean that like in any negative.
I'm with you.
have this many hours to watch what I watch, and the WNBA has not punched something else out of the day.
2 gig brain. If you put too much in, something gets kicked out. And did you hear the other thing about TJ Moe? Do you know who TJ Moe is?
Yep, refresh my memory.
He played at Mizzou. He's kind of like a college football analyst.
Okay.
And he popped off. Did you see this, Emily?
How do you spell his name?
TJ Moe.
Okay, I have not seen it ahead of time.
Okay, so there was...
Okay, I just saw this on this top thing.
That's another one. Kind of fits, right? Go ahead.
So he tweeted this out saying, and it's Holly Rowe, and it looks like I'm blanking on her name. Who's the other lead? Laura Rutledge, and I can't remember. I can't see who the third woman is. But they are talking about college football, about the SEC game, championship game, and he quote says, "Who actually wants to watch these 3 women stand around and talk about football? I do not." Yeah.
This feels like we're having a conversation from another decade.
Like
many decades in the past. Like, this is one of these things like, bro, you know what I need you to be?
Yeah.
Informed.
Yeah.
Right.
Period. And those, at least 2 of those women for sure.
Say that again about you. It feels like it's a different century.
Yeah.
And Favre and Gasto were fighting.
Yeah. Let's talk about the New York Sack Exchange times Brett Favre near fisticuffs.
And about this, those women could talk circles around any of these stupid people.
Just be informed.
That are talking about this.
And dismiss this stuff that needs to be dismissed.
That's
it. Because the conversation about it is all it wants, and this is silly.
I'm like, what are we doing?
TJ Moe's description of himself on Twitter is Christian, sports, realistic culture, contributed to Fearless and The Blaze.
He's
we know exactly who he is.
Sure. He's a good guy. We used to have him on the air. He's a legend in Missouri. But he's like the guy. He's a legend in Missouri, and he's like the kicker from Kansas City. He just won't hold his tongue.
Oh,
yeah,
old Harry Butker.
Harry Butker. He will not hold his tongue about this stuff.
Just about that, if your opinion is not heinous and stupid, just keep it to yourself.
I see. That's the thing.
And I'm sure he's okay. If he was a legend in Missouri,
with people like him, he doesn't think he's wrong.
If he's a legend in Missouri,
nobody ever thinks they're wrong.
Yeah,
he's worked with women as his coworkers before at a high level talking sports. Is that what has happened in his life?
In Missouri?
Yes. No. Michelle Smallman came out of Missouri.
She had to leave to get to where she is now.
Exactly. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
And you brought this up and you brought me into the conversation about it. And again, like Travis said, let things be what they are. And I'm thankful for the position that I have.
It's just
you've earned it.
Surprised.
This is the whole thing. It's like just because you're a man. This is all not necessary. You know what I mean? It's just people that earn it, that know it. You've got your spot, and if somebody else doesn't like it, that's their problem.
You know who I love talking to about football? Jordan Rodriguez.
Oh, she's
great.
Yeah,
she's great.
And never played a down in her life, and I love it.
No, she's. You know why?
Because she's good at it.
She's informed.
And she cares.
And she works.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not super complicated.
And like I said to Hooper 6, have something good to say.
Yeah. Well, that's a good rule of
I
thumb.
can't really listen to Mina all that much, though.
In general.
She keeps picking against the Rams.
She's a Seahawks fan.
That's what I'm saying.
She's a Seattle person. She's a Seattle person. All right, so it's happening. LeBron, air quotes, on the trade block. Jimmy Butler, air quotes. Maybe not on the trade block, but maybe that shouldn't have air quotes. What if it actually happened? That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Take a sip of sunshine this season with Milagro Tequila. What's up, guys? It's D-Far. Milagro Tequila is made from 100% blue agave, crafted for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Enjoy the freshest margaritas with Milagro Silver, mix up some palomas with Reposado, or simply sip Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Milagro at your favorite retailer, in stores, and online. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila. Milagro Tequila. Must be 21 and over. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, LA, let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release harmful gases like methane. Fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, it's easy, it helps protect our planet. Ready to do your part? Visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You're going throwback jersey today. I'm going throwback to your time in Europe.
Yeah.
The NFL's going to Berlin. Do you see that?
Yes, I did see that.
They're going to play a game there next year.
Olympic Stadion. I think that's what it's called in German. It's so fun. It's awesome. It's very historic and sobering all at the same time.
I bet.
Yeah.
It's the stadium that was built for the 36 Olympics. That's the Jesse Owens Olympics.
Yes.
You told me it's on Jesse Owens Avenue or
Jesse
Boulevard?
Owens Avenue or whatever it is, street to get in there. When you see those black and white shots of that Olympics and you see, Hitler himself, that's that stadium.
Wow.
It's still there. Those towers.
Yeah, that soccer team plays there, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Schalke. I believe that's the name.
I think you're right.
The Schalke plays there. Did I tell you the Schalke story?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we're playing American football, and we tear up fields. So they hate us over there.
Oh, yeah.
So they used to give us the other field. Like, don't touch this field. This is for the soccer team. Or the football team.
Right.
You guys practice down here. So we would practice at the same time. Their field was elevated. So every now and then a ball would come down.
Okay.
So then our guys would take it. Our skill guys would take it, kick it around, have some fun with it. And then I think I told Jorge this. One of their professional soccer players.
Michael Ballack.
Marcelino? Brazilian dude?
Oh, yeah, Marcelo.
Playing for Germany. Came down there and can you please give the ball back? And our guys were being jerks. They wouldn't give it back.
They're like bullies in elementary school.
Right. So he went and took it. He went and stole it, and then they were like, well, there's no way you're getting out of here with the ball, and he dribbled through all of them.
That's great.
All of them. I mean,
That's
broke
terrific.
ankles. Oh, it was so funny. I'm like, now get back in there and practice.
That's
It was
really
great.
funny. It does seem like the NFL is making a real. I mean, obviously they've planted their flag in the UK for a long time. They've been playing, but they're going to Germany again. And you've said a million times that it's not like the UK where they just like football. Like they have favorite teams there. They root for specific teams in Germany.
They like the sport. So the Berlin Thunder is one of the blue bloods of the World League / NFL Europe.
Okay.
So I think they're like the Steelers. They've been there the longest, and they've cultivated a fan base. And it's Berlin. It's probably the most Americanized city over there.
Okay.
Yeah, so they get it. The food actually matches. There's hotels. It's fun. They have a great built-in fan base. So it makes
a ton of
perfect sense to go back and play there.
Yeah, to play a game.
And I would always say this to the Berlin fans. I said, you guys think this is good. You should see the real teams play.
Yeah.
If you want to see real football,
Yeah,
you're getting it.
They send guys second-tier stuff.
The young dudes. Yeah, the young dudes or the guys that are on their way out. Yeah, so now you're going to get to see real professional football over there.
All right, so we're at that point. The players could be traded, I think, here in 4 days. I think it's December 15th is the date where players that signed new contracts during the offseason can be traded.
In the NBA?
In the NBA.
Okay, yeah.
And so the Miami Heat are at least reportedly considering trading Jimmy Butler. You and I have talked about, the station's been talking about LeBron James, whether or not he might be interested in a trade.
I think Sedano was saying yesterday that Jimmy had asked.
Jimmy had asked. So it's that time of year again when stuff like this starts to happen.
Are you telling me Jimmy Buckets is coming this way?
No, because
man.
It just, again, any trade like that with all this apron stuff, and I'm not going to bore everybody with how that works. The trades are very complicated, especially when you're dealing with a lot of money. So it's
okay.
Anyway, he's not good. Where it seems like at least there's a possibility is Golden State. Maybe they make a move and these sort of things. But put that aside for a second. Let's say it happened. Let's say LeBron. Let's say we wake up tomorrow morning, okay? And in the middle of the night, LeBron James was traded away from the Lakers.
Oh, you mean LeBron getting traded?
Yeah.
Oh.
And honestly,
you meant Jimmy Butler coming here.
Well,
okay,
either way, really. Yeah. I'm just saying that tomorrow, LeBron James's tenure as a Los Angeles Laker is over.
Unreal.
He's on a different team at some point. And I'm really curious what Laker fans feel about that. 877-710 ESPN. What is your feeling? Like if it just came to an end tomorrow, because we've talked about it for so long.
Don't ask me, Travis.
Why?
Don't, because it puts me in I'm a Laker fan, but it puts me in an awkward situation because I'm talking into this microphone, so I can't really tell you how I would feel if that actually happened.
I'll tell you how I feel. It would be one of those, shock, and then okay. Let's get ready for what's next, because I think it was a win for everybody.
That's about the response I can get away with.
It's a win for everybody. The Lakers won a championship with LeBron James.
Yep.
So the idea, you got LeBron, you get a championship. Yes, box checked. Did you have some great moments with LeBron James? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? The all-time scoring record, the title, like LeBron James packed that building. The Lakers were incredibly relevant for LeBron James's entire tenure, even if they weren't always really good.
Yeah.
They're kind of all over, but he made them matter again in a way.
It was cool synergy. Yeah.
In a way that they didn't when they were, young players. From the end of Kobe's career until LeBron, pretty bleak.
Are we taking callers?
Yeah, for sure.
This is a safety way of doing it. I would bet that every Laker fan that calls is going to be happy if that happened.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
And so here's where I'm headed.
Yeah.
If that's the case, and by the way, LeBron
not apathetic, not just shocked that it actually happened. I bet they'd be overjoyed if he was traded.
That's the part that I think is so interesting. I agree. I think or maybe not all, but the majority of them would be like, "Hey, thank you for everything. Appreciate everything you've done. What's next?"
I don't even think you'll get that.
When LeBron or when Kobe retired, when Magic's retirement is obviously a different animal altogether, but it's just one of those deals where it's not personal. It was just hey, thank you for your service and thank you for what you did, but I don't think it's oh my God, he's leaving. It's okay, what's happening next?
Is that the same level as Nick Van Exel?
No,
Gary
because
Payton?
he's a billion times better than those guys.
And he brought you a championship.
And he bought you a championship.
Yes.
But I do think that informs like what could happen next.
Can we take an even number of callers? And I would bet a higher percentage is going to be happy.
Oh yeah.
You think so? Jorge, anybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
And here's there's another element too. Is like you can't trade him because he needs to stay here and try to fix whatever it is that's fixable here.
No. We'll clean up.
I tend to agree. I want you to listen to this before we take some of these calls. Here was Stephen A. On his show talking about LeBron. Stephen A.
Let me turn my headphones down.
And his ability or his desire, at least theoretically, to maybe go somewhere else.
I want Shannon Sharp on the screen when I say what I'm about to say. Okay? I don't want to see it because LeBron James does not deserve it. Absolutely not. He does not. I said, Bert, you heard me. LeBron James does not deserve to be with Steph Curry. Here's why. Stay your ass right there in L.A. You won a championship in the bubble. I understand the next year you lost in the first round. You had Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. You had a Kyle Kuzma. You had a Montrezl Harrell. You had an Alex Caruso. What do? You let all those cats go away. Because you wanted your boy Russell Westbrook. Now, I ain't throwing no shade on Russ because Russ looked damn good in a Clippers uniform. He's looking damn good in a Denver Nuggets uniform. Will pull up. He did not look good with the Lakers, okay? You wanted that, you LeBron James. And a lot of the mobility that the Lakers could have exercised if you had some of those pieces is something that derailed this franchise. See, a lot of times we get so caught up, Shay, we get so caught up, Perk, in the greatness of LeBron James, the individual player, and he's on the Mount Rushmore all time. I get it, okay? No shade there. But we get so caught up in his greatness as a player that we don't pay enough attention to the power of his influence and the moves that he compels to make that serves to derail a franchise like he did in Los Angeles. Nah, you don't get to lead at and go to Golden State. Stay your ass right there in Southern California, you understand, with Anthony Davis and figure it out.
So I'm assuming means you agree?
I'm the organ player in church. I'm assisting the preacher.
Yeah. But okay,
yeah.
I
He's
understand.
right. He's
this
100%
goes
right.
Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
We were talking about like, look, it's time to move on. It's like, nope, you're going to wear this.
You're wearing this,
right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what he's getting at, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what Stephen A. is suggesting. Like, no, you don't get to leave this. You created this. You have to sit and let this play out and try to fix it.
I'm willing to let that go. I'm willing to let that slide. Unlike Jerry Jones, and I get that. You're going to wear this. This
What's
is your
the
mess.
difference, really? Like, to me, it's
because
like it's broken.
I'm ready to be done.
That's the same thing I was saying about McCarthy.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same exact instinct. It's just that if I decided I want to be done, then let's just be done. I don't need to make you wear it.
Here's the only difference I can come up with. Firing McCarthy doesn't help me this year.
Yeah.
Trading LeBron could.
Well, I think it's a reset no matter what.
But it might help. You never know.
It helps in that we're getting started sooner. Same thing I would get rid of the coach for. It's like, let's at least get started sooner. Let's just.
And I mean, I'm getting something back for LeBron if I do trade him.
Probably picks, probably nothing that's going to help you in the short term.
Okay.
But it's interesting, and we'll take some of these calls. Let's take one right now.
I can't wait to hear this.
Let's try it in Whittier with Bella. Bella, you're on with Trav and DeMarco. What's going on, Bella?
Travis, I'm mad at you.
Uh-oh, what'd I do?
I turned on the radio. I heard you talking about LeBron leaving. That I was so excited. I was so happy. And then I realized it was all fake.
I believe the word I used was theoretical, but not fake. But go ahead.
No, but I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear that part.
Okay.
So anyhow, but yeah, LeBron, he just thinks about himself. He's all about the money. I mean, look, he's got his kid. He brought his kid to work. LeBron,
I thought of it that way.
Kind of.
Yeah. If he left today, it would be a better place. He's not going to get a statue outside. He's not a Laker at heart. Thank you for what you did, but next.
Yeah, thank you for the call, Bella, and I'm sorry that I upset you. But here's the thing. Everything you said probably is true. I think that LeBron, I agree with you on that, DeMarco. So what? He brought you a title. Is he selfish? Yeah. Most great players are. Okay. Is he about himself first before other things? I think there's a pretty compelling case that he is.
It certainly appears that way.
It certainly appears that way. So what? He's made you incredibly relevant for an extended period of time. You won a title. You went to a Western Conference Finals in another year. He has provided you with interesting things to look at, talk about for a period of time. So was it transactional? Absolutely. Is there love the way there was for Jerry West or Magic Johnson or Kobe Bryant?
Well,
no. I don't think there is.
In his fan base, yes.
But they're not Laker fans. Laker fans.
LeBron fans love him no matter what.
But
and defend him to the death.
He could go to the Phoenix Suns or the Dallas Mavericks and they'll go with him. I'm talking about Laker people. Laker people appreciate it, but I don't know if they love it. In fact, I'm fairly certain that they don't. They thank you for everything you've done, but to Bella's point, if it's just tomorrow was over and you moved on, I think everybody would be like, okay, what's next?
You know that they don't love him.
Yeah.
You know that. This was purely transactional, job done.
Both ways.
Yeah, both ways. He made a boatload of money. You won a championship.
And you made a boatload of money with him.
Job well done. Yes.
And I think that if that's where we're all landing, and it's
but Stephen A's right.
Let's go.
How dare me talk about LeBron James? He's one of the greatest players of all time.
Because that's our job.
I know, but I'm just saying, how dare I say I want him gone?
Because it's time to move on. It's run its course. And this stuff, the athletics,
he's
move
right.
forward.
Stephen was talking about me. I do get caught up in his greatness before I talk about what's detrimental to this team.
And what's going on right now. By the way, the bring your kid to work line.
Oh, my God, that was great.
Bella, you never said that. I came up with that myself. I'm stealing that moving
brought his
forward.
kid to work.
Right? All right. Gastineau v. Favre. It's not 1992. It's 2024, but we're doing it anyway. That's next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another three. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the six. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club.
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
Have you heard or seen ads for settling your credit card debt over a period of 3 or 4 years? What they don't tell you is that they will implode your credit rating by entering a debt relief program. At Cash Call, we have a different way of helping you out from under crushing credit card debt. If you own your own home, Cash Call could make you a loan to pay off that debt, which should help your credit rating and get your monthly payments down. We've helped folks pay off $80,000 in credit card debt in one shot. Even if you've had credit derogs, such as recent mortgage lates, we may still be able to approve you so you can improve your credit score instead of trashing it. So if you're a homeowner and want to turn your credit profile around and cut your monthly interest expense, go to cashcall.com or call 833-875-CASH. Our loan technicians are ready to help you right now. Minimum loan amount of $6,000, subject to credit approval. Not all applicants will qualify. Loans made pursuant to the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation. Call 833-875-CASH or go to cashcall.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
Hey, it's Mace. You have never experienced anything like Cosm. Trust me, it will blow your mind, and you can experience the Emirates NBA Cup like never before. NBA action in immersive shared reality. Every assist and dunk and buzzer beater comes to life on Cosm's immense 8K plus wraparound display. Use our exclusive discount code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA event in November. Get your tickets now at Cosm.com. That's COSM.com.
Hear that? The sound of adorable little birds in your garden. And if you were here, you'd taste the 2 sweet but tiny tomatoes you grew all by yourself. But you're not here. Because your self-care happens when you're riding your motorcycle, protected by Progressive, on your way to the store for a pack of normal-sized tomatoes. So if you ride, switch to Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer, without getting your hands dirty. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
It's your last chance to snag Dell Technologies' lowest prices of the year before the holidays. The future is on sale today with limited time deals on select PCs like the XPS 16 that accelerate AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. This is their biggest sale of the year and the best time to upgrade, but it's only here for a limited time. Shop now at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
All right, DeMarco. Liver dance. Remember the liver dance?
Don't do that.
That was the Ed Lover. Come on.
I thought that was your Mark Gastineau dance.
No, God. I tried.
You tried it.
Jackie Slater hates Mark Gastineau.
I would imagine most offensive linemen hated Mark
do.
Gastineau.
They hated being shown up. It's like old school baseball hitter pitcher. If you show me up, you're going to get one in your ear. Same thing. Yeah.
What's the equivalent of a beanball in football?
Getting drilled after you make a sack.
Oh, the play's over and
and you get hit. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Or getting cut. Yeah.
So we're talking about if LeBron does request a trade, if they do work. And again, keep in mind, this is all theoretical.
He's got to say, I want to.
He's got to no trade.
Yeah.
He's got to no trade. And I don't think he wants to go anywhere. I think he's comfortable here.
But why would you stay where you're not wanted?
I don't think it's that he's not wanted. I don't think it's an active get him out of here.
I think Bella's opinion is shared by at least 70% of Laker fans, maybe even more.
But I don't think it's a get out. I think it's a if you leave, I'm okay with it. I think there's a I think there's a subtle difference between the two.
Okay, I think we're close to get out.
I still don't think we're there. I think
take the next caller.
If this year ends with another play-in appearance, maybe they get in, maybe they don't, and it's the same, then I think it'll be like, all right, enough already.
And I'm not saying the get out people are right, but I'm saying they are frustrated with where this team is.
All right, let's try Long Beach as our next stop. And Anthony, you're on with Travis and DeMarco. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Matt? Hey. LeBron can go if he wants to, but some of it is not his fault. Pelinka should have brought back the old team. So our best player can't be 40 years old. That's regular. Anybody knows that, your best player. We don't have Magic and Cap anymore, so LeBron can go if he wants to.
It does sound like
Bronny don't need number 9 because he'll never be Van Nesto. LeBron is barely Van Nesto. Van Nesto is a cold hero here in L.A. That's all.
He's calling from the P1 bathroom.
Thank you, Anthony. I think that's it. It's like, yeah dude, fine. If it's over, it's over. It's fine.
You were on the air for that, right? That was COVID.
What's that?
The
title?
Championship.
Oh, yeah.
And then the year after.
Oh, yeah.
What was the reason to blow it up?
Well, there's always, money is the number one thing. But here was the overwhelming consensus when they won that title. We've got the 2 of the 5 best players in the league. As long as they're good, we're going to be really close. So we can afford to let this guy go or bring this guy in or not sign this guy or not sign that guy. And all of a sudden, guys started to go, right? We talked about it yesterday. KCP, Alex Caruso, Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. I forgot about Harrell. The real big one I forgot about was Kuzma.
Yeah.
Like Kuzma was Kyle Kuzma was never going to be a star on the Lakers as the best player on the Lakers, but as a guy that's the 4th or 5th best player, not so bad.
Great role player.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what they didn't get right. That they shuffled the deck significantly after that, and they've been chasing it ever since.
How come we don't talk about Pelinka as much as we talk about LeBron? Because he's the GM of this.
Well,
he is the general manager of the Los Angeles Lakers.
He has the title, and I'm not saying that he has to collaborate with LeBron.
But when I go to Lakers.com and look for GM,
of course,
it's him.
Yeah.
Okay,
but it's also not just him.
You had to rubber stamp some of this stuff.
Yeah, but it's a rubber stamp.
But you had to sign off on it. I mean,
it's almost like the Dave Roberts as a coach.
But
as
maybe
opposed to
a GM
Andrew
would
Friedman.
say this is not good for business.
A good GM would. A good GM would say, hey, listen, I understand why you want Russell Westbrook. Let me tell you why I don't think that's a great idea.
Or let me tell you why we're not doing that.
Or even better.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen. Hey, look, I get he's your guy. I get that he's a great player. I get that you think this might work. Let me tell you why I have some concerns about this. And try to find a way to massage it to where he comes around to your side.
Did he have leverage? LeBron did? Was that before a deal?
He's had leverage from the second he walked into the league.
But there was another deal coming. Because I remember LeBron being photographed with Jeannie Buss.
And LeBron is a brilliant tactician with this stuff. Like, this is why he signs 1+1s. This is why he's never like, hey, we got him for 8 years. He's not going anywhere. It's always hey, if we don't do what he wants, he could bounce. This is why Cleveland finally kind of said, all right, well, what are we going to do next?
Yeah.
He just constantly had the proverbial gun to their head. Hey, you better or else. And this has been true with the Lakers,
Dan
too.
Gilbert was burning jerseys.
Yeah.
LeBron jerseys back in the day. Okay, so we're 1-1. So
No, 2-0.
No, one said get out. One said firm handshake.
Yeah,
so we're 1-1.
I think that's 2-0 to the
2-0.
Please
Okay.
leave.
Okay. All right.
All right. Let's try another one. Pasadena and Tim. Tim, you're on with Travis DeMarco.
Good morning, guys. I love the show. I'm going to sit on the fence because I think it's both sides is very hard. I feel sorry for the Lakers because you never want to be the team that gives away, one of the top 3 players ever to play the game. And LeBron, you don't really want to be the guy that keeps moving, like that player that chases the ring.
Well, that's too late.
Especially,
too late. LeBron's already that guy.
Yeah, he is, but where he's gone, he's got rings,
True.
and I think that makes a little bit of a difference. But if you keep doing it, then I think that just muddies the waters. Selfishly, I'm not a Lakers fan, so one of the teams that's been talked about is the team that I like, and I don't want them anywhere near them.
Which team is that?
The Warriors.
Okay. Yeah.
That would mess everything up.
Yeah. No. Thanks for the call, Tim.
Yeah, he's disqualified. He said he's not a Lakers fan.
I think that
Crikey.
No one wants to trade the best player. Trading LeBron. First of all, he's never been traded. He signs in new places. He's moved around a lot, but trading him is just a surreal kind of thing to consider. I don't think. Let me say it again. They're not going to trade him. He's not going anywhere. I really don't believe that this is a real. The purpose of this, to me, is to demonstrate that people are ready for the next thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
The purpose of this is not to say, should they, shouldn't they? Should they get this guy or that guy or send him here or send him there? It's not going to happen. The logistics of trading LeBron James are wildly complicated. The point of this to me is, are Laker fans ready to turn the page and go to the next thing?
We're gauging temperature.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are. And this idea that he moves all the time, right? And yeah, he's moved. He was in Cleveland. He went to Miami. He came back to Cleveland.
Everywhere he goes, he wins.
Yeah.
Give him his credit.
No one can say they got ripped off.
No.
And that's why it's not a get the hell out of here. It's a, hey, man, thank you, but we're ready to go to the next thing.
I would ask, if you're LeBron, why would you stay where you're not wanted?
Okay,
but this is a very small sample size. If we are to believe, what these people are saying,
I think what it is to answer your question. If I'm trying to put myself in LeBron's head, is I don't think I'm not wanted.
Do you think Redick wants him here?
Yeah, he's still a really good player.
Yeah,
he's still a really good player. I think it's one of these. I'm comfortable here. My family likes it here. Playing with my son. My other business interests are local, or at least it's easier to do this here. I don't want to go back. Am I going to win here? If LeBron James is a basketball genius,
and he is,
he knows this team isn't good enough to win a title.
Then what are you doing? Then you're self-serving.
Everything. Yeah. That's why he wants to stay, because of all of the other things.
Remember we were talking about stealing with Marcellus Wiley?
Yeah.
This would be stealing. If you're not here to win a championship and you're just here to collect dough,
this team is not winning a championship.
You're carpetbagging.
This team is not winning a championship.
Well, I mean, even if you're D'Lo, JJ Redick, even Anthony Davis, if you felt like that and you wanted LeBron gone, there's no way you say it. No way in the world you say it.
But here's the thing. You don't want him gone because he's your best player or your second best player. Nobody wants their second. It's like, what are we without this guy? We're a project at this point. Where this is a long haul, so let's at least be better than average,
right?
and see what happens.
Yeah.
Or we could go to the next phase, and we're probably going to be bad for a little while.
So we 2-0 and 1 tie? Because
Yeah,
he doesn't count.
2-0 and 1.
Can you break this one? Yeah,
Let's
one more.
See. Oxnard and Joe. Joe, you're on with Trav and DeMarco.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
My opinion is, good morning. My opinion is time to go. It took us 10 years after Magic Johnson and his crew, another 10 years, Kobe and Shaq, 10 years, which Kobe and Paul Gasol. Us Laker fans, we could handle 10 years to get another 2 championships, to be a dynasty. He only brought us 1 championship, and everything else has been in the gutter.
Wow.
Well,
10 years. Wait a minute now.
It's not 10 years, right? There,
Yeah.
But it hasn't been in the gutter. This is where we need to be realistic. This is where we need to be accurate. Has it been a dynasty? Of course not. They won a title. They went to a They've been in the playoffs repeatedly.
Yeah.
This is not a dumpster fire.
No,
this is
it's just not going anywhere.
It's just not a title contender.
Yeah, it's just not going anywhere.
And now you could argue dumpster fire is a better option because at least there's opportunity to climb out faster.
True.
But they're not. They're kind of stuck in that middle ground, which is, are they a playoff team? Yeah, probably.
Are they going to win a championship?
No chance.
Not at all.
And that's
Right.
like one of those, okay.
Then what's the point?
What's
Right.
the point? One more here. JC in Ventura. JC, you're next. What's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys? So on the LeBron thing, hey, I appreciate the man's game, appreciate who he is as a player, what he did for the Lakers, but it's time to kick rocks. When you're done, you're done. When you're done, you stick a fork in him, put him out faster. He's done. But I also want to say to Emily, I told Emily thanks a lot for all her great picks because the Christmas envelopes are going to be stuffed a little bit.
Let's
thicker
go.
this
Look
year
at you.
because of her.
All right.
Shout out to Hooper's X.
Yeah.
Wow.
By the way, you know what phrase I absolutely love, and I need to find a way to implement it into my daily conversations? Kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
It's
Yeah.
terrific.
That's almost.
You know what, DeMarco? You can kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Awesome.
That might be
Awesome.
the comment of the day. I like that
Factor Cap with none other than Joseph S. Normand. That's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710
Kick rocks.
ESPN. Yeah, kick rocks, Factor Cap, people. All right, Rotolo Chevrolet. Man. Oh, so I'm getting ready. I got a little road trip coming up this weekend, DeMarco. I'm going to load up the Silverado, and I'm going to go right past Rotolo Chevrolet in Fontana, as a matter of fact. I'm going to drive right by the dealership, right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. That's where all the Silverados are. That's where all the Chevy cars and trucks are. So if you've been thinking about that new Chevy, thinking about that new Silverado, check out the High Country, then Rotolo Chevrolet is the place you want to go. Like I mentioned, right off the 210, Sierra Avenue exit, can't miss it. And if Fontana, like Trav, I might live anywhere near Fontana. Okay, that's cool. RotoloChevy.com. ROTOLO. RotoloChevy.com. And go find out for yourself why they've won Dealer of the Year 13 years in a row. Go find out for yourself why Mike Capozio is dancing. Go find out for yourself why I've bought cars from Rotolo Chevrolet. Well, I've recommended my friends who have gone to buy cars at Rotolo Chevrolet because they take care of you. It's courteous, it's transparent, it's upfront, and you're going to feel great about your purchase from Rotolo Chevrolet. RotoloChevy.com. Go into the store, Sierra Avenue exit in Fontana, and tell them that Travis sent you.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app is your home for every moment of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season in only one place. Easy to access, easy to find, easy to enjoy every Kings game and your favorite Kings podcasts.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Choosing the right candidates for any office can be difficult.
My office has lots of drama.
My office has its ups and downs.
I share my office. But no matter what kind of office you have, one thing's for certain. If you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds the most qualified candidates for your roles fast, and you can invite your top choices to apply. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So, for any kind of office.
I'm really going places in my office.
My office has everything you could ever want.
Count on ZipRecruiter to find the right candidates for it. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
I love opening gifts for myself because, I really get me. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Gift a Day Giveaway. 15 days, 15 gifts. Earn 500 points on your rewards card and get that day's great gift. Now till the 20th.
Number 2.
The Hilarious, Just Hilarious. Live January 11th.
And the number 1 reason.
It's the holidays. It's Morongo. It's good times.
Morongo. Good times.
Inspired by Southern California's laid-back yet active lifestyle, Travis Matthew creates premium men's and women's apparel designed to make you look and feel your best no matter the activity. Now, Travis Matthew brings that same style to USC fans with their first ever collegiate collaboration. Designed with the iconic Cardinal and Gold, this collection carries the tradition and legacy of USC. Gear up for game days and style. New customers get 20% off their first order with code 710 at travismatthew.com. That's code 710. Offer valid online only.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LEARN for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LEARN for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LEARN.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap.
Right now. Take it away, producer Emily.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
Actually, I'm going to take it away.
Aloha. From yourself.
Joseph.
Hody, hody.
Well, no, that was Joseph tossing to Emily.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
okay.
Now, Joseph, I want you to what we call a soft toss right to me. So you take it away, Morales.
Take it away, Morales.
A little closer to the mic.
Take it away, Morales.
And then put your hand out like this. Put your hand out. Like the Staple singer said, touch a hand, make a friend. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Okay. You like hearing your voice there in the production?
Love it.
Okay, beautiful. I'm glad you didn't wear a tie today. I told him he'd look like a D-bag. I said if you wear a tie 2 times in a row, you look like a D-bag. Right?
A D-bag?
I don't know if that's true.
Professional, yes.
Because I like when he wears the Miami look.
Hey, he looks good.
Look how cool you are.
Yeah.
Like you could sell
casual but nice.
He could sell me an 8-ball, or he could help me recover money on an auto accident.
Crockett and Tubbs
probably the
second
thing.
Yeah. Both.
Both.
See, there we go.
Nice.
There we go. He's also got holiday gifts for us.
Oh, nice.
What?
Yes. Santa Joseph.
I'm always excited to see you. Now I'm very excited to see you.
But first, I want to know your thoughts on the Lakers. Because the first thing he asked me, can we get rid of LeBron?
Seems to be going around town.
And I said not a chance. But you want him gone, Joseph? Come on. It's
he's
okay.
overstayed his welcome.
You think he's overstayed? What about that 2020 championship?
That was his welcome, and now he's overstayed it.
Well, we know Travis agrees with that.
I do. I think it's time to go to the next thing.
Okay.
Sooner than later.
Well, we're going to find out what Joseph brought in his Christmas sack in just a few minutes. But first, why is that funny? Can you be mature?
No.
We're trying to do a segment of radio here.
Okay.
Let's start with Factor Cap, producer Emily.
All right.
Aloha.
Aloha. So I am in the midst of my Christmas gift buying, and I think I have about one person left in my life to get gifts for. and I'm not going to reveal who it is because they listen to the show, because I don't want them to have any idea what I'm going to get.
Hooper's ex.
But
Nice.
All right, enough with the Hooper's X.
They are sometimes difficult to buy things for.
We did it for an hour and a half. Let's finish it out. I think the bit's good.
I was moving on. So they are sometimes difficult to buy things for. And so there is someone who is impossible to buy things for in your life. Travis, fact or cap?
Cap. I think the people, I don't buy a ton of gifts for a ton of people. My list is at the most maybe 10 or 12 people long, and I always have a pretty good idea what I want to get them.
All right, Chris?
Well, this year I got to buy a few more extra gifts than years past, and it really irritates me.
The list of things that irritate you is not short.
I understand, but I don't know. I seem like I'm a good guy. I'm excited to buy the gifts. I'm not excited on the process. This is where I need a professional that I say, hey, listen.
You know who you enlist the help of?
Who?
Definitely a professional.
Em?
Yes. Mm-hmm. She's really good at it.
You're going to go buy gifts for me?
No, tell her the people that you're shopping for, and she will give you suggestions.
Oh, I know what to buy.
Oh,
I don't want to go buy
dude, you have a phone ordered on Amazon.
Yeah, but I need the personal touch. You know what I mean, Joseph? Of course. You want to touch it, you want to feel it, you want to hold it, and you want to see it. I don't want to just buy it on Amazon. That seems so easy. Okay. But I also don't
Why
want
are you making it hard?
I also don't want to wait at the Brea Mall for 7 hours.
And you don't have to, because that
ask him why you
shop
made it
is
hard?
likely online.
You're right. Take it back.
All right, Joseph, what do you think about this? Is there someone in your life that is impossible to buy for? Fact or cap?
Fact. My wife. I'm always one sandwich short of a picnic, regardless of what I get.
I like that line. That's a good line, Joseph. What are you going to get her this year? Let's hope she's not listening, but what are you going to get her?
She picks her own gift.
Oh, you do that?
Like that, I can't be wrong. So I'm trying
Smart
that.
Man.
Susan does that too, Joseph.
Susan.
Don't sweat it. She goes, "Do you have something for me?" I say, "I have some ideas." She goes, "Don't worry about it. They're in the closet. They're already wrapped. We're good to go."
Speaking of Susan, remind me to tell you about Travis's Saturday when we get done here.
All right.
He knows. I told him yesterday.
Oh, he told you about pooping his pants?
No, I told him about falling.
He also pooped his pants on Saturday.
He didn't tell him about the. You
We'll
didn't
get
tell
to that
him.
in a moment.
Travis, that's trauma.
You left that out.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
See?
You could be Joe. See, this is why he called Joe, because he has the knowledge, the expertise to know that my fall led to the other thing.
Let's do it.
Because of the trauma.
We have been sitting on a gold mine.
Is it a mom and pop nursery?
Yeah.
You're taking for everything
Hey,
they got.
man.
Oh, God.
Come on, bro.
Let's bankrupt them
DeMarco.
for New Year's.
What do you think about this? Is there someone that is impossible to buy for? Fact or cap?
Yeah, I was going to say, yes, Trav should sue. But, fact. Absolutely. Let's see. Vermeil is hard to buy for.
Do you buy him a gift every year?
I do.
Really?
He's got everything.
My go-to gift is the worst gift for him.
Kleenex?
Wine. That's what I'm saying.
He's got a winery.
That's what I'm saying. You can't give him wine.
I thought
hard
the
to
Kleenex
shop
was a
for
good
him.
wine, but
Not bad.
Wife, same thing. I let my wife pick her own gift, but I go buy it. So
Okay.
but I do have people definitely hard to shop for. Fact.
All right, so this next one. So Jerry told me about this on Jerry intern told me about this on Sunday. He stopped me and said, "I have a good fact or cap for you." I'm like, okay, I'll listen to this. But anyway, he was talking to me about how he was late to his round of golf on Sunday morning because there happened to be someone on top of his car that he had to get.
Someone?
Yes, that he had to get someone else's help to extract from the top of his vehicle. It was a naked person that happened to be on top of his car. And I know that we are all people that pride ourselves about being on time, that we like to be at places where we're supposed to be. My statement is, there are some good excuses for being late, i.e., someone's naked on your car. Chris, fact or cap, there are good excuses to be late.
Joseph, if you walked out in your Beverly Hills neighborhood and found me naked on top of your car, what would you do? Would you try to extract me or just get in the car and drive?
I know how to get you off.
What?
I call Travis.
Oh, gosh.
Trav, bro.
Good night, everyone.
Trav.
What? I know how to get him off the car.
Oh,
no, man.
then finish the statement that way.
I take you in and have a drink with you.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, that works. That works.
Turn the hose on him.
He's easy. Yes,
Just hose him off. Jerry,
No
there had to be a hose nearby. Just hose the guy off.
He's in a neighborhood where there's a naked person on his car. You think a hose is just where?
There's
It
a
might have
hose
been street
everywhere.
parking.
Jorge hosed his car off in front of my house.
Well, he did, yeah.
So, Joseph, there are good excuses for being late. Fact or cap?
Fact. What if Chris is on the car in front of the house?
Exactly. You could be in this situation. DeMarco, what about you?
Fact. Yes. It just depends on what it is, right?
Yeah, you could be in an auto accident. You could have your tire pop. You could have all these things.
I was just thinking of the whole Belichick thing when the guys got snowed in.
Yeah.
Like Danny Amendola told me his car was completely covered in snow and he was late. And Belichick was like, I got here.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're completely covered in snow in Foxborough,
he still fined him.
That is where you should anticipate that.
Yeah.
That's why, Travis, I think you might have the answer of Cap, because you should always plan for everything.
Well, it's fact, but you can't have a good excuse for being late often. Like if there were a snowstorm in LA and we were all late, that's a pretty good excuse, right? But if 1 week I have a flat tire, the next week I've had car trouble, the next time there's traffic, the next time there's this, those are not good excuses because you're just always late. But there are good excuses for being late.
All right, so I got another one for you guys. So I don't know if you guys are fans of this series, but I am the 28 series. So there's 28 days later, 28 weeks later, and 21.
Is that the virus movie?
Yeah, virus movie, zombie movies. But this next installment was filmed entirely on an iPhone 15 Pro Max.
Wow.
So it was filmed on an iPhone. It had camera lenses for movies, but if you see the trailer, it looks incredible. But I'm not talking about camera lenses in this Factor Cap, but you consider yourself to get the best out of your iPhone camera. Like, you can always take a good picture with your iPhone.
Fact.
Joseph, Factor Cap.
Fact.
Yeah, you think you're good with them?
I don't know anything else.
That's good.
You shoot from underneath or from over the top?
Yeah.
Got a good selfie game?
Underneath.
Underneath, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
All right, DeMarco?
Cap. I just take it if I get it. I do. If I don't, so be it. Yeah.
All right, Travis?
Cap. I decorated the Christmas tree 2 nights ago, put all the lights on, tried to put all and I could not get a picture that made it look like anything other than terrible. And I started fiddling around with all the settings, and it made it 10,000 times worse. I have no idea what I'm doing. Fact.
How does that even happen, Travis? You're just taking a picture.
I'll show you the pictures I have. They're terrible. My tree is pretty and nice, and it looks like the worst Christmas tree you've ever seen.
Wow.
Okay, put it on 0.5. Chris?
No, I'm not great with it. In fact, my girlfriend has a droid. Her whole family is like one of those droid families that goes, oh no, to Apple, but their pictures are so much better
These
than
are not the droids you're looking for.
And I wish sometimes that I could just have a droid burner phone, but not really a burner. Not like Joseph's burner that he uses for things, but that's a different story. But just to take pictures, you know what I mean?
Only pictures.
Exactly.
Only pictures. Wow.
A few more things. Thank you, M, here on this Factor Cap, presented by the law offices of Joseph S. Normand, 213-747-2000. If you want to sue a nursery that you fell out over the weekend and clean them out for this Christmas season, call Joe.
Send them to the
Joe will
poorhouse.
take care of it. In fact, I want Joseph to go to that nursery in this outfit.
Yes.
They'd probably be offering me a settlement before we even open negotiations.
This is my lawyer.
You know personally what intern Jerry looks like, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you know that he has challenged producer DeAndre and says he will beat him on the basketball court?
That's the dumbest thing
Which
I've
one?
ever heard.
Jerry will beat DeAndre.
He cannot change the channel on this
Jerry.
TV.
Jerry's 5'7".
Yes. That's
DeAndre's 6'4".
And DeAndre can play.
DeAndre can also
He
play.
played in college.
DeAndre can play.
DeAndre is a basketball player.
Who hyped you into that?
Jerry says he's got game.
That's what.
And
who
he said
hyped
it
him?
many times.
He may have game. I'm not saying he can't be at least a decent basketball player, but DeAndre's got 9 inches on him.
I would say don't miss.
At least.
Yeah. Is it winners outs?
Yeah, make it, take it?
Yeah. You lose. Yeah.
All right, let's get some Christmas music. Something holiday themed. Let's give Jorge a moment. Why don't you get your sack over there? Your holiday gifts.
All right.
Put your Santa hat on, Joseph.
Nice. Look at you.
All right, we got some bad boys for the bad boys.
Uh-oh.
I like this.
Oh, yeah.
You got the bag and everything.
Bad boys?
Look at you.
Problem is,
All right.
This is my kind of Santa right here. Yeah.
the Santa that can't open the bag.
I like
that.
that.
Okay,
That's why you have elves.
Joseph, as long as the check's clear, we'll wait.
My God.
Here, DeMarco, maybe you can help out with this.
Let me try that. Are they still lining
By the
up
way,
for
you
LeBron?
couldn't press that
there we
jersey
go.
before you came in.
There you go.
You couldn't steam that jersey. It's all wrinkled.
It's game worn, Chris.
I understand.
That's traumatic.
Look at you, filling. I like it. What is this? Is this for me?
It's some bad boys for the bad boys.
Nice. Can I open this now?
Yeah.
I'll wait for Travis. Yeah.
Travis.
Yes.
He's trying to take a picture of
Joseph,
this.
He
thank
doesn't
you.
believe in Santa Claus, but that's
And
okay.
then, for someone who's got great pouring talents,
Are we?
who's going to serve us later.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, let's open
Oh
this
my
thing.
gosh.
Nice.
Look at Trav. He's salivating.
Yeah, I am. I think I know what that. Yeah, I had a feeling.
Look at that. Nothing like the
Wow.
blue, baby.
Wow.
Ah, blue label.
What an
Yes, sir.
incredible present.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Is that for all of us?
There's nothing like
or is that
bottle.
just for Chris?
We're gonna indulge.
Well, no, we're going to indulge. Not on the
Bad
air.
boy.
Not on the air, of course.
Look at that. Bad boy cologne.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
I'm going to put some of this
Carolina
on right now.
Herrera?
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Man, appreciate it.
Am I going to
Thank you
smell
very
like?
much. Yeah.
What am I going to smell
Let
like?
me
I'm gonna
rock
find
this
out.
now. Hold on.
Thank you, Joe. That's fantastic.
Cheers.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Now hold on, Joseph. I'm going to put this on. You're going to sniff me.
Oh yeah.
Remember
like
that?
to
Remember when
sniff.
Sliwa used to do that?
I do.
Sniff people?
I do remember
Look at
that.
this bottle.
And it's beautiful.
I spray this thing.
Oh,
Christmas came early this year. There you go.
This is like one of those ASMR videos.
I know. See? Thank you, Jorge. Thank you. The voice of my conscience. I love it.
How does it smell?
Stunning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Stunning.
I smell good.
I can get it over here. That's great.
Wait, Trav, are you a
And
cologne guy?
I am now.
Oh, my God. Look at that bottle. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, that bottle's beautiful.
It's
Thank
great.
you.
Dope.
The
Yeah.
law
Thanks,
offices of
Joe.
Joseph S. Norman. Mimi's in there with you in the studio
Yes.
for all that she does.
Hey, Mimi.
Can I see the bottle, please?
Thank you,
Well, yeah, right
Mimi.
there.
You're
No,
setting
the
up
other
the
bottle.
gift.
The other bottle.
213-747-2000. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for all the support here this last year, of course. The robe is still here
There we go.
from Mandy's 3. And Mandy's 4, I look forward to you being on stage with us.
Likewise.
All
Thank
over
you,
again.
Chris. Thank you, Travis, DeMarco. Cheers.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Joe.
Awesome.
Let's
Appreciate
go.
It. Love this. Oh, look.
And see, you didn't like DeMarco at first. Now, what
Oh,
can
will
I
you
see?
stop?
Yeah,
Look at you.
that.
Don't let him do it. Don't let him
The
get you.
Grinch. Swear.
Joe, thanks again. Happy holiday spirit
Cheers.
Christmas.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Incredibly generous
You are
of you,
Tom
Joe.
Arnold reborn.
Favre v. Gastineau,
Yes.
2024. That's a real thing. That's next.
It
It's
is.
Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another three. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the 6. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Did he?
The LA Kings. And Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
Shop limited-time deals on last-minute gifts now at Lowe's. Save $50 on a Werner 6-foot aluminum stepladder. Was $89, now just $39. Plus, get your choice of select Craftsman V20 tools for only $39. And save time and money with free shipping on orders of $45 or more. Because Lowe's knows deals. Offers valid 12/5 through 12/11. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. Free standard shipping not available in Alaska and Hawaii.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the...
Designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
Windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey folks, when it comes to Christmas trees, don't get played by foreign plastic. Just like you wouldn't replace a prize QB with a mannequin. Don't replace American farm fresh trees with fake foreign plastic. These farm families are the MVPs of Christmas, growing champions right here on American soil. They're not sitting on the bench. They're out there every day growing real Christmas traditions. Make the winning choice, farm fresh Christmas trees, not foreign plastic that pollutes. Visit GetRealKeepItReal.com to find your local farm MVP.
And And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
I like this Christmas song.
Yes.
It's a good one.
You know who it is?
It's George Michael, right?
George Michael.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If I know, then that's a pretty famous song.
Was this Wham George
It
Michael?
is
I think
Wham.
it is Wham.
It was Wham George
Point.
Michael.
All right.
Yes.
I actually know the other Wham guy. Andrew Ridgely?
There you go. Ridgely.
Ridgely?
Correct.
Why do I know that?
The doc is outstanding.
The Wham doc?
The Wham documentary is outstanding.
Okay.
Yeah, you learn a lot about them.
I may
Yeah.
become a music documentary guy. I
You
loved
should.
the yacht rock thing last night.
Bee
I
Gees
really
was
did.
good.
Bee Gees was awesome.
Bee Gees
Yeah.
And then watch the Complete Unknown. The it's not a doc, but it's the Timothée Chalamet Bob Dylan biopic. I want to see if you like that.
Okay. That's in the theaters, right?
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
in December.
I need it on a streamer. But when it
Nice.
comes around, I'll do it. Yeah. Open
I
the
think it'll be on
scene,
Hulu.
Like it.
UCSB.
Yeah.
Got some LA in the 70s and 80s,
Bro.
which as a child of the 70s and 80s who
Yeah.
grew up in Los Angeles, that was kind of cool to see all
I was
over
going to
again.
ask you, did you wear Wallabies?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
70s
those
and 80s.
brown with that rubber
Yes,
sole.
the
Yeah.
big rubber sole.
Everybody wore Wallabies.
Excellent.
They had a comeback for a moment.
When did Wallabies come back?
10 years or so ago.
Okay, 'cause
Really?
I had
Yeah.
Wallabies in
Yes.
Yeah.
college/high school.
Yeah.
Because I liked them because they were on Breaking Bad. Like I bought them
Oh,
because
Is that why they
White-
came back?
Maybe. But they did. They had a moment where
I think
they came
I was
back.
just a little weird. I was like,
Yeah.
I like that Walter
They're-
White wears those, and so
Well,
I'm
here's
gonna
the
wear
thing,
those.
They're kind of ugly.
They are kind of
Well,
ugly.
Yeah.
The styles changed. They were cool back then. You know what sucked about them? You couldn't run in them.
No, well, you couldn't get them tight. Like your foot would pop right out of the shoe.
Right.
that it?
Wallabies.
Yeah. Well, so
Well,
the Wallabies are more of a high top.
High
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
Yes, back in the day.
I'm so glad you're here.
The Wallabies.
I'm so
yes,
glad
sir.
you're here.
But
Come
I had
on.
the suede, like light suede ones that are a little taller at the top. Yeah, those ones.
Yes, more
That's
like
the one.
Clarks.
Yeah.
More
They're
like
There
Clarks.
you go.
Okay.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yes. Pair of Levi's, you're good. Yep.
It smells like Bad Boy by Carolina Herrera in here.
Bad Boy?
Yes.
Bad boy.
This is a cool bottle. I
It is
couldn't
a cool
figure
bottle.
out how to use it.
How do you?
You squirt it.
Don't squirt it again. We already
I'm
got
looking
plenty
like,
in
how
the-
do
in
you
the
turn
room.
this
Carolina
thing?
Herrera.
Yeah.
You have to squirt it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like a taser.
There you go. And then it stands up like so. Yes, looks cool.
Maybe don't
tase me,
spray
bro.
it like all over the studio, because then it's like Mason and Island will like come into a wave.
Now, look, they may be listening right now because
Ooh.
this is about what they do, but it will take them 4 seconds to say what happened in here today when
Let's
they walk
miss
in
them.
here. Yeah, it is. It smells like the perfume counter at Nordstrom right now.
Sure it does.
Yeah, it smells good.
Yes.
It
Yes.
smells good, but it's very fragrant. It's very it's a masculine scent.
It
though,
is
DeMarco.
very
It's a
masculine
There's a
scent.
comedian that says, I grew up poor, I couldn't afford cologne. So people would ask me, what are you wearing? Page 5.
Yeah,
Page 5.
From a
We all,
magazine, bro.
right? The tester, like you get Sports Illustrated or
Yeah.
whatever, they'd have that little
Page 5.
aqua velva thing where you tear it open and kind of. Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Oh, yeah.
my God, where were you guys?
What do you think
Oh.
that was for?
I had no idea. I thought
Yeah.
you just smelled it and throw it away.
No,
I
you
should
don't.
have used it.
Bro.
Ah, look at that. Smart.
Or you go to the mall and
Yeah.
you hang out by the tester counter and
Now that I've done,
Yeah,
yes. But
everybody's
see,
done that.
Jorge, the master of hacks. I like it.
By the way, there's some baseball news not having to do with the Dodgers. The Red Sox are finalizing a trade to acquire left-hander Garrett Crochet from the White Sox.
Oh.
Sources tell ESPN. The deal is in a medical phase, not official, but trending toward it.
he's really good.
Yeah.
He's really good. The White Sox, who are terrible in a lot of different ways, and they lost 120 some odd games last year, they handled that right. Right, I think they're we'll
Letting
see
him go?
No. By not trading him at the deadline last year, they obviously did not see anything that they couldn't live without, and they waited. And I'm guessing they got a much larger haul now by waiting instead of dealing him at the deadline. That knowing when to do that deal, I think, is as important as doing the deal. Like we saw, they traded Cease in spring training, which is a weird place to have a trade. The offseason right now is this is when the market can be very high.
So, great point. So, you're telling me the White Sox can do what the Dodgers are doing right now?
As far as deferring money?
Deferring money.
They all can do it.
They all can do it. So, the White Sox are choosing to be bad.
Well, they're not choosing to be bad. They're choosing to not defer a bunch of that money. They're choosing not to spend money like the Dodgers.
Or let me reframe the question. Do you think they'll do it in the future now?
If they're look, let me ask you this, okay, to answer your question.
Yeah.
If one guy that's doing the same thing that you do does it better than you 10 years in a row, don't you start to look at how they're doing it?
Of course.
Right.
I start to poach his coaches
Right.
or his
right. So
his
anybody,
yes men.
Now, I get it. The Dodger pockets are deeper than others. But the basic fundamentals of what they're doing don't have to require just incredibly deep pockets. Deferring money is not new.
No, but when Dodger fans make it seem like anybody in baseball can do this, and okay, you convinced me, then that you're telling me the White Sox want to lose then?
No. If
this is possible, then I would be doing it.
What I'm telling you is that the White Sox may not have people in charge that are as good as the people that are in charge of the Dodgers.
Okay, well, let's find some people like them then.
I think that's the answer. The answer isn't am I choosing this or choosing that. Is the person who's making the choices good at making choices? Andrew Friedman is great at making choices. A.J. Preller down in San Diego is super aggressive, and someone blew up. But he's pretty good at it. Like, he's identified some pretty good players. He's made some. Look, they gave away everything for Juan Soto, right? Had Juan Soto, took a shot, didn't work out, and flipped him and got a bunch of stuff coming back, including a frontline starting pitcher in Michael King. Like that, you need the person that's making the decision needs to make good decisions. It's not just, well, I'll defer all my money. Okay, who are you signing?
Right.
For how long? For how much? Do you have a plan B? The Dodgers isn't just we're richer. They are.
Well,
they
whoever
are
the
richer.
Best player on the planet is.
Right. But again, it's not just Dodgers didn't go blow the roof off the place. They went pretty deep for Juan Soto. They went pretty deep for Bryce Harper, but they wouldn't go as deep. They're pretty strategic in how they go do these things.
You know who has a lot of money? The Angels. And they don't make the good decisions.
They're the perfect example of they make the wrong decision time after time after time. It's not that they don't have resources. They do. Artie Moreno's a pretty rich guy.
Yeah.
Everybody that owns these teams are billionaires. They all have the resources to do a lot more than they probably do. It's just that the Dodgers actually kind of do max out. They reinvest in their team better than everybody
else. Is Artie
else.
still making decisions for the Angels?
He makes all the decisions.
He makes all the decisions. Enough said. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, why?
He makes all the decisions for the Angels.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's why they go through managers really quickly. That's why they've gone through general managers really quickly, because those guys, I think, and I'm speaking in general terms here, eventually they're like, this is not a good plan. And, well, who's going to win that fight?
Right. Artie.
Not
the owner.
The owner's not going to lose that fight.
What are you paying Friedman, by the way? Because I would try to steal him. Okay. Not his people. Him.
I hear you. And that's a fear. I'm with you. Where would you like to be rather than here?
Than L.A.?
Yeah, and I'm not just saying the city of Los Angeles. I'm saying a team, the ballpark.
From a baseball perspective, New York.
The ballpark, okay, maybe. Yeah. But what does New York have that the Los Angeles Dodgers do not?
Not much. Maybe just more championships. The market's pretty much the same.
That's what I mean.
If I want to go live on the East Coast and live in Manhattan.
Maybe if you want to just say, I work for the Yankees at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, but the Dodgers and Yankees,
they're right there.
They're pretty close.
I would definitely try to steal him then.
The owners of the Dodgers, as far as I can tell, have never said to him, don't sign that guy, we don't want to spend the money. That's rule number one, right? Number two is, I'm sure they compensate him incredibly well. You play in a major market. You get to contend for a championship every year. Your ballpark's full night after night after night. You have a staff that is incredibly qualified to get to hire.
It's baseball heaven.
Where am I going to go?
Okay, so the only thing I would say for a guy that's searching, like people that climb mountains and jump out of airplanes and look for the next challenge, then take the job with Artie Moreno. Artie's got money. Pay me what I want, and I'll build this.
I hear you, but that is.
I don't have to even leave my house.
That's a decision that a smart owner makes.
End of discussion. But I mean, if he outbid the Dodgers, for Friedman's services,
we're going to have the same conversation we've had multiple times. This is the Jerry Jones, Bill Belichick thing. Should Jerry Jones hire Bill Belichick? Absolutely, he should.
But he won't move over.
Yeah. This is the same thing. I'll hire you. I'll pay you whatever you want. Yeah. And the first time it comes, I want this guy. Well, we can't do that. It's like, what are we doing here?
Right. Right. The problem is already.
That guy's a bum. We don't want him. Do not sign Anthony.
That guy.
No, I want him. It's gonna sink us.
Yeah.
Do it.
Right back in it. So I guess you're right. This is baseball heaven for him. But still, it stands to reason that I would come after him.
You know what happened?
If this is possible for all of baseball, let me get the smart guy.
This is the thing that I think is the scariest part if you're not a Dodger fan. The guy with the most money is the smartest guy. And he wants to win.
Friedman. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is not fair.
It's like sometimes the guy has a lot of money, but like
Yeah.
the Angels, or the guy that the smartest guy at the table also has the most money and he's got the desire to win.
Yes, this is basketball outlawing the dunk because Kareem's on the floor. Yeah, that's not fair.
Just about. Our NFL picks against the spread a day early because the Rams play tomorrow. That's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. So not only does Joseph bring us gifts, but Joseph is also the guy you call if you get hurt. And I know we've talked a lot about calling Joe if you get in a car accident. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand, 213-747-2000. But you also, DeMarco, call him if you get injured, right?
Yes, like you, Travis. Really, I'm dead serious. I'm not going to let up on this. You should
I'm not
talk
injured.
To him. You are injured. You're just too tough for your own good. Look, accidents are devastating, and the recovery process, Travis, can be difficult to deal with, and no one should face it alone. No insurance company is ever on your side. Anything you say, any insurance company can and will use that against you at any point throughout the process.
Yeah, we were talking with him yesterday, and he was telling us some stories. A 710 listener, as a matter of fact, was a client of his, and the insurance company had a 5-figure settlement on the table. They settled for over $1 million.
In 8 months.
In 8 months.
You went from, what was it, 12K to 7 figures.
To 7 figures.
In 8 months. So, look, it's just what's fair. It's not like he's working magic. He just works hard for you. So, call this number right now if you have a question or a case. 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000 or normandlegal.com.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mace. You have never experienced anything like Cosm. Trust me, it will blow your mind, and you can experience the Emirates NBA Cup like never before. NBA action in immersive shared reality. Every assist and dunk and buzzer beater comes to life on Cosm's immense 8K plus wraparound display. Use our exclusive discount code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA event in November. Get your tickets now at Cosm.com. That's COSM.com.
When you're hiring for your business, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. This made us wonder, what if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
Escape rooms? Elementary. And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Simple. So, see what the world is like when ZipRecruiter does the hard work of hiring for you. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Take a sip of sunshine this season with Milagro Tequila. What's up, guys? It's D-Far. Milagro Tequila is made from 100% blue agave, crafted for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Enjoy the freshest margaritas with Milagro Silver, mix up some palomas with Reposado, or simply sip Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Milagro at your favorite retailer, in stores, and online. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila. Milagro Tequila. Must be 21 and over. Please enjoy responsibly.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station. 710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another 3. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the 6. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Did he?
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
All right, so this is basically a battle to see who finishes in second place. Emily has a very firm grasp on the top spot. She's got 81 points. I have an even firmer grasp on the last spot. I have 58 points.
Wow.
And you and Jorge DeMarco are tied at 73.
Down to the wire.
So you guys are competing for the wild card, so to speak.
Come on, you anomaly.
DeMarco, you're picking first?
Am I picking
you
first?
You are picking first.
Okay.
It is the first game each and every week we do. The Rams at San Francisco tomorrow. The Niners are 3-point favorites.
Okay, Rams are my 4.
I had a feeling.
Rams at 49ers, they're my 4. I'm playing the game, and I also feel confident about this, so I'm picking them as my 4.
Do you think they went outright, or you just think they covered the number?
I do think they went outright. I think the offense is clicking. I think Matthew Stafford has found his mojo again. I think Sean McVay has found his mojo again. And you're not facing Josh Allen. I think the Rams win this game. I know the Rams win this game.
So I saw the stat that the Rams are 7-2 on Thursday nights under Sean McVay. So I think that is a pretty good indication of how he prepares his team to play. And he has played some difficult teams on Thursday nights, too. They don't always have cakes on Thursday nights.
Played Minnesota this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Something I didn't know. Short week Sean. That's a thing.
Yeah.
They call it short week Sean.
It's because he's so prepared. So
yes.
I think the Rams do win outright, if not just cover. But not super confident. I'm put Rams by 1.
Rams at 1. Jorge, Niners at 4. Yeah, I knew. I had a feeling.
Take all 10.
Here we go. Yeah.
All 10 points on my Niners.
Can you do that?
No.
Oh.
No. You look.
Hey,
if you're feeling good about the Niners,
push the
Rams,
chips out there. Let's go.
Then you should allow
Let's
them.
Go.
I think the Rams are really good on Thursday night. I'm with you. I think that they are playing their best football of the year. I think the Niners have some flaws that they haven't had in some previous seasons. And this is a little anecdotal. This season in prime timers, they've struggled a little bit. Other than the Minnesota game, they've struggled on Sundays. They've struggled on Mondays. I still like the Rams, but I'm going to take them much like M at the 1 spot. All right, Emily, you're next. The Buccaneers here in Los Angeles taking on the Chargers.
Ooh.
Chargers 3-point faves.
I feel like this is based off of absolutely nothing, but I feel like the Buccaneers, I just like Baker Mayfield. I think that they're hitting their stride. I think they're playing pretty well against good teams. I think they also have to compete for the NFC South, and so they want to win these games. I don't really have a ton of confidence in the Chargers quite yet. I don't feel like I've seen them in a game just blow out somebody or play really well. I've seen them play well, but just not play well to win, you know? So Buccaneers at my 4.
Oh, wow. All the way at the top. Jorge.
Give me the Bucks at my 3.
Bucks at 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a little bit of game theory here. I'm going to take the Chargers.
Against who?
Against myself. I just want to gain points. I want to win a week. There's a lot going on right here. The Chargers are pretty good. The Buccaneers are pretty good. I think both of those teams end up in the playoffs. I think that the Chargers had a little bit of bad luck next week. I love Jim Harbaugh. I absolutely love the way that he gets his guys to go. And I'm just taking him because Baker Mayfield does need to win, but the Chargers, they need to stay in that playoff mix as well. So I will take the Chargers at 2. DeMarco.
Wow, this is going to be hard. Didn't Todd Bowles say he's not going to retire? Yeah, they kind of linked Belichick to that job, but he said he had to tell people he wasn't going to retire.
I mean, how old is he? He doesn't look that old.
He's not young or old at all.
Why would he retire?
I think there might be like Belichick had designs on the job or something like that, but he had to put that out there. So players playing for their coaches, I give that a lift. And Baker Mayfield has turned it over a few times in the last 2 weeks, but their defense is playing outstanding. I'll take the Chargers as my 1.
Chargers at 1. Jorge, you're first on this one. It is in Las Vegas. The Falcons on the road in Vegas. The Falcons are road favorites. The Raiders get 4 at home. What do you got?
Give me the Falcons at my 1.
Falcons at 1. I haven't picked the Raiders right once all year.
Yeah.
I pick them, they lose. I do pick against them, they cover. The Falcons stink. Or at least they're getting really bad quarterback play. We still don't know if it's going to be Cousins or Penix, which leads me to believe it's going to be Cousins, because I think if you're going to change it, you would have told everybody you're going to change it. I'll take the Atlanta Falcons very, very begrudgingly, and I will take them at 3 DeMarco.
At 3, huh? One more thing. Let me do this real quick. The Raiders are right now offensively. Look at the defense real quick. Hold on, quick. The Raiders, they're not bad on D. I'm going to take the Raiders as my 2.
Raiders at 2. M.
Okay, so I had thought about taking the Raiders just because, the Falcons suck and they've been,
They've lost 4 in a row?
Yeah.
But
3. Is it 3 or
who is going to be the Raiders quarterback this week? Aiden O'Connell is questionable. He got his
Gardner Minshew.
He got rocked last weekend. You got Gardner Minshew that is on IR, so you cannot play him. So it's either Desmond Ridder or Carter Bradley, whoever he is. So I'm taking the Falcons and taking the Falcons at my 2.
Atlanta at 2, and last game, maybe the best game on the slate. Buffalo on the road again, this time in Detroit. You got a 1-loss team against a 3-loss team. I'm taking the Lions. Lions at home.
Are you really?
And I think that they have to. What's good news for the Lions is that Philly keeps winning. Philly keeps putting pressure on them to continue to have to win some games. So I think it comes down to a kick at the end. I think I'm going to take Detroit at the 4.
Wow. That's a hard one. I want to pick Detroit so bad, but I can't. I'm picking Buffalo as my 3 on a bounce-back performance because I know Jared and that offense can score. I'm not sure if they can stop Jared Allen.
Can anybody?
No.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Josh
saying.
Allen or Jared Goff?
What did I say?
You said Jared Allen.
Did I say Jared? I keep saying Jared Allen, the
Hall of
defensive
Famer.
end.
Yeah.
Jared Goff and their offense is going to
said it
score
yesterday.
points. I don't think they have the defense to stop Josh Allen. So I'm picking Buffalo as my 3. I'll talk slower.
No, it's okay. So I'm also going to take the Bills at my 3 because I think that the Lions have done fantastic this year, but I do think the Bills have matched up really well against this top echelon of the league. And so I think the Bills, like DeMarco said, need a bounce-back game. And I think this is a spot for the Lions they are maybe overlooked or just aren't as prepared for. I don't know. Bills 3.
Jorge.
The McRib is back, and I want the Lions at my 2.
The McRib is always back.
Wow.
When is it gone?
Are you a McRib man?
I've never had one.
You're not missing anything.
It's a pork sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should
okay.
put it in a
The
wrapper,
bad
not a
one.
box, though.
It's a mediocre pork sandwich.
Okay, I love a good pork
Sure,
sandwich.
who doesn't?
So if I can get one.
But you want like a pulled pork sandwich. This is like
correct.
a patty that's formed
it's
into
delicious.
the shape of ribs.
But if I got a hankering for a pork
delicious.
sandwich,
Then
I'm
goes
on the
away for 2
I-5.
weeks, then comes back
there
2
it
weeks
is.
later,
Yes,
and then
come on.
has marketed
it
as
has
this
pickles
bag.
and onions on it.
Okay, maybe. How's the sauce?
Oh, delicious.
It's okay.
It's like
Oh,
it's
man.
the same McNugget sauce, right?
Yeah,
It's very similar.
Yeah,
Okay.
Very. You would take a bite and you'd be like, yeah, okay.
Pork sandwich.
You wouldn't be like, oh my god, that's
The bun is
terrible,
pretty cool, though.
and you wouldn't go, this is great.
Well, I've ordered
The bun
a.
is good.
Yeah,
the bun
it's
is
a good
it's
bun.
got
The bun is
those
good?
little
Has sesame
those
seeds,
cornmeal
yeah,
on
whatever
it,
it
or whatever
is.
it is. Yeah.
And I'm no snob. I've had a fish sandwich at McDonald's.
That's
I
good.
love those. Right. So I will have a pork sandwich.
No, I was going to say I'm not allowing any besmirching of a fillet of fish
In a
around
heartbeat.
here.
Yes.
Now
Just,
that's gross.
Yeah, it's
What?
it's a fried fish
Stop
sandwich.
it.
What's
Come
not to
on.
like?
You do look like a Catholic in Lent when you get a fish
but
sandwich.
it's so good. Give me 2.
My dad eats 2 of those.
Yes, give me 2.
Yeah, my
2
dad, like, you're getting 2 of those things?
You dang
Like,
right.
But like
yeah.
fast food fish doesn't really scream appetizing.
I agree. Have you tasted a fillet of fish?
No.
It's
No.
pretty good.
You ever had fish sticks?
It's like
I
a
don't
fish
like
stick
fish
sandwich.
sticks.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
then
just,
you wouldn't like
Yeah.
this.
just throw it
Then
on
you-
a bun and eat it.
You
That's
would
it.
not like
yeah.
this. We're doing it. I've said it a few times.
Right.
We're doing it. Gaston OV Farm.
Ah.
That's next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Have you heard or seen ads for settling your credit card debt over a period of 3 or 4 years? What they don't tell you is that they will implode your credit rating by entering a debt relief program. At Cash Call, we have a different way of helping you out from under crushing credit card debt. If you own your own home, Cash Call could make you a loan to pay off that debt, which should help your credit rating and get your monthly payments down. We've helped folks pay off $80,000 in credit card debt in one shot. Even if you've had credit derogs, such as recent mortgage lates, we may still be able to approve you so you can improve your credit score instead of trashing it. So if you're a homeowner and want to turn your credit profile around and cut your monthly interest expense, go to cashcall.com or call 833-875-CASH. Our loan technicians are ready to help you right now. Minimum loan amount of $6,000, subject to credit approval. Not all applicants will qualify. Loans made pursuant to the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation. Call 833-875-CASH or go to cashcall.com.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland is next after Travis and DeMarco.
People are upset. It's not fair that we're the evil empire. And you know what? I say let's get more evil and sign somebody else.
Absolutely.
Let's load up.
Every fan of every franchise wants them to do exactly what the Dodgers are doing.
It's just jealousy.
And it's great.
Yeah, it is fantastic.
The tears taste delicious.
Oh, the tears. The tears taste delicious.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
You never expect a Hail Mary pass to win and end the game or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Travis with DeMarco and Evan Cohen.
Only one all-star defensive team you can call to defend you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Don't get sacked by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team score a touchdown for you.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text SPARK to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text SPARK to 42424. That's SPARK to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You see how I did that?
Did what?
Kind of found. Look where the bottle of Johnny Walker Blue made its way to.
Look at you, right there. I like it.
Nobody can get to. You got to go through me to get it. That's where my offensive lineman skills come in.
I told you.
This is my Matthew Stafford.
You
back
are
here.
a natural O-lineman. Look at you. Sit.
No, see, okay.
Until he lifts you like an 8-year-old.
Thank you. He gets it. Yeah. I'm probably not tall enough to be an offensive lineman.
What the hell tall are you?
6'3".
Yes, you're tall enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not mean enough. Those guys are pretty nasty.
It's not mean. I think you're very cerebral. You just have to get to the spot before I do, and not let me know where you're going.
Okay.
See, right.
But I don't like people. But I don't like people hitting me.
Well, they're not hitting you. You're hitting them.
No, I don't like to do that either.
Well, yeah. That's a part of the job.
That sounds awful to me. It's like a 2-second fist fight. That looks terrible.
It's fun though. Come on, it is fun.
This is why I'm now 100% certain I'm out. It's not. One of my. I've told you this 100 times. My buddy Rick Verbalitis. You and he are incredibly similar.
Yeah?
He said that he would try to talk me into playing football. I'm like, Rick, I'm never playing football. He's like, it's fun. You get to hit people. I'm like, I don't want to hit anybody.
It's these flight of feet.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to have
Mortal
a physical
combat.
No, that sounds
in a
terrible.
battle. Let's get in the phone booth. Let's go.
You guys need to text each other. This is the same. You guys speak the same language. No, I've gone my whole life trying to avoid that kind of stuff.
My idea of gorgeous is a blindside quarterback. That's beautiful to me. When he doesn't see me coming, that's gorgeous.
Speaking of Gastineau, speaking of blindside quarterback, that Mark Gastineau, you said this to me, like Deacon Jones is the one that coined the term sack.
Correct.
And set the record and all these things and kind of brought it into the mainstream, became a statistic and all these sort of things. But Gastineau, you're saying he made it like sexy.
He made it sexy. Yeah, like the touchdown celebrations and whatnot. That was the deal. But Mark Gastineau made the sack sexy. He helped guys get paid.
Mm-hmm.
The TV camera went right to him. It stayed on him as he's doing the celebration. Other teams hated it. So that's how you became more popular. That's how defensive linemen started to get paid with Mark Gastineau. So we all owe him a debt of gratitude.
Anybody that's on the defensive line that gets paid for sacks owes a tribute to Mark Gastineau.
Correct. My best game as a pro was in New York against Boomer Esiason, the Jets.
Okay.
3.5 sacks.
Wow.
Forced fumble, tackles for loss, and a pick.
You beat Boomer to smithereens that game.
First time ever, I'm walking in, and the PR man, it was Rick Smith, taps me on the shoulder and goes, "You're going to the podium." And I'm like, "For what?" They're like, you have to go speak to the media because you had such a great game. I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome." So I'm trying to get dressed, and another tap. I turn around, it's Mark Gastineau. He happened to be there that day.
He was not a player anymore.
No.
Okay.
Retired. He just happened to be there. He said, "You played great. I just wanted to tell you that." And it was gas. And it was just like, wow, what a surreal moment.
Sure.
I just met Mark Gastineau, and he said, "Congratulations to me."
So Gastineau, I remember watching him as a kid, and he'd do that crazy sack dance when he got it. And it was, like you said, it was new. So people disliked him because he was trying to draw attention to himself, but he created a brand. Right?
Yes.
And they had a nickname for the 4 linemen that were a part of that, the New York Sack Exchange.
Correct.
Right? Gastineau was the most famous member of that.
Yes.
They're doing a 30 for 30. Mark Gastineau did hold the single-season record for sacks, which was then broken by Michael Strahan and has subsequently been broken by T.J. Watt.
Right.
Okay? Mark Gastineau has very hard feelings about Brett Favre because he believes Michael Strahan broke that record, like many people do, myself included, that Favre took a dive.
He did take a dive.
He just laid down, Strahan tapped him on the shoulder, sack, record breaker. Even Strahan has said, we probably didn't handle that all that well because that's all anybody wants to talk about, me breaking the record. Gastineau confronted Favre at a memorabilia show, which is part of the 30 for 30, and this is what it sounds like.
I thought we met a long time ago. At least I saw you.
Right.
How you doing?
When you fell down for him. I'm going to get my sack back. I'm going to get my sack back, dude.
You probably would hurt me.
Well, I don't care. You hurt me. You hurt me. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You really hurt me. You hurt me, Brett.
We got to get back to this, Brett. I'm sorry.
Anybody will tell you Brett Favre took a dive. And you know it. She knows it. He knows it. Everybody knows it. I didn't know what had happened. The NFL should have stopped that and said, "Listen, no. That's not a sack." He took my record away from me.
Mark Gastineau's record of 22 sacks in a single season, which he achieved in 1984, stood until the final minutes of the 2001 season.
Strahan gets the sack. And you know what? No one's happier than Brett Favre. He gets the record. Well, he got to give me is what he got.
There was nobody else that wanted Michael to get that more than Brett, and he showed it right there.
Well, you could hear it in Gastineau's voice when he's talking to the beginning. Really super emotional, and I can't say that I blame the dude.
If he wasn't, and I love Gas, I really do, and I respect him big time, but if he wasn't such a jerk, I think they might have protected him. They might have protected the record, but I think they couldn't wait for somebody to break that because of him. I mean, after he left football, he kind of embarrassed the sport a little bit with his antics.
Like the boxing and that kind of stuff?
The boxing, showing up to training camp in a limousine, all that stuff. All his teammates. I'm not sure if his teammates like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, while he was there. He wasn't the best guy in the sack exchange. It was Joe Klecko.
Yeah. Fine, but he might not have been the best guy, but he's the most famous guy, at least to the public.
Yeah.
And maybe he's not well liked by his teammates. Okay. Maybe he took a limo to the training camp, well, whatever. I mean, kind of weird, but
with a movie star.
Okay, but nobody got hurt with that. It's his money. He wants to get a limo. Get a limo. Who cares?
But there's things you do and you don't do.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but you could tell this means the world to this guy.
But I didn't know that,
and he got it taken away from him in a way. And what helps a great deal is that T.J. Watt broke it again.
Yeah,
and T.J. Watt's record is legitimate.
Yeah.
Because I honestly, that's heartbreaking to live. It's been 40 years or whatever it is. That tears me up.
I never knew he cared. I never knew Gastineau cared about that and how much that hurt him. And he's right, but I'm not sure if Brett Favre even thought that far. I'm not sure if Brett even thinks.
Probably.
Really, I mean, when you think about Brett, I mean, I know I used to love Brett. I'm not so sure now, but I think he thought he was doing the right thing by Strahan. And I never thought, I still don't think he even thought about what this did to Gastineau.
Yeah, no,
But I don't think
right.
anybody cared about what it did to Gastineau.
Is there bad blood between Favre and Gastineau?
No, he just gave
he just happened to be
Strahan
the
the
guy.
sack. Yeah,
it's just to me, like when I saw that, I was like, wait, was there bad? Is there a reason why they're making?
It could have been Joe Montana that took the dive, and I think he would have felt the same way.
Yeah.
I don't think it would.
So was
Favre
it
just
personal?
happened to
and
be
the way he
that
did
guy.
it, he ran right to Strahan and just
and
fell
dove on
down.
the ground.
Yeah, that's. If I'm Strahan, I wouldn't even take the sack. But Strahan took it and celebrated.
Yeah.
like you did something.
Yeah,
which you did. You were on the doorstep of breaking that record.
I've come around on this stuff, and I don't know. I used to be like, look, if you're going to treat people and be a jerk, then you get what comes your way.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, for the longest time, the Hall of Fame in the Major League Baseball, people would not vote for a person on the first ballot just because they didn't like him. Not because they didn't. Everybody knew he was good enough. Everybody knew he belonged in the Hall of Fame, but you didn't give me an interview when I wanted one, so therefore, and I was like, you know what? If you're going to be, it is petty.
Very petty.
You got the hits. You got the sacks. You made the interceptions. You threw the touchdowns. You ran for the yards. You hit the homer. Dude, if he's a jerk, okay, I can separate. You're a great player, greatness, great record. You're a, you know what? Those are different things to me.
Well, for some people, like your character matters. Like they care about who they put in. It's not just about the numbers or what you did on the field or on the court. It's actually your personality and your character. So yeah, you'll get in on numbers, but I don't have to give you my vote right away.
I don't get that.
That's kind of my no vote because of your character. You could be a bad guy.
Yeah, I
understand. And just because you played a game, at a high level, doesn't mean you get to get in here.
But there are monsters in these these clubs,
and they'll all get in.
And that's what I mean. It's like, what are we doing here? And I'm not saying that these guys are or are not jerks. I'm sure there are a million jerks, and I'm sure there are people that were thought of jerks that really weren't. That were just. That's what I mean. Like, can we not?
At one point, they were talking about Darren Sharper going into the Hall of Fame because he's earned it for what he did on the field. But you can't put that guy in.
No,
does that make sense?
It does, but I just like with the Gastineau thing that the league could have protected him, but they didn't like him. Like, that sucks.
Okay,
that just really sucks.
You're a baseball guy at your core, right? How do you feel about Canseco?
I don't understand.
How do you feel about Jose Canseco?
He was a great player who's kind of a pain in the ass.
Same as Gas.
Yeah.
That's Mark Gastineau in a nutshell right there. That's probably why.
But that's like me. Okay, I'm trying to do the.
But I don't think the league can take the sack back.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a big outcry.
But at the time,
to defend Mark Gastineau.
Let's just say at the time, like it's literally the next morning. It's Monday morning. Okay.
Yeah.
And the league goes, guys, that wasn't a sack.
But it was.
We're not counting it. We're not. And I think most people have gone, yeah, I kind of get it.
But then Strahan's got a point because it was a sack. Favre just gave himself up.
Yeah.
But someone should have stood up for Gastineau at that moment, and no one did.
No one did.
Yeah.
No one did. It's
Okay,
a bad
I have
deal.
a question too about just like registering sacks. If a quarterback slides but you touch them down, that's not a sack.
Behind
right?
the line of scrimmage,
Behind
it
the
is.
behind the line of scrimmage, it would kind of because you see so often guys just like rushing to get the touch on the guy. Like if he falls down, gets a touch on us.
We used to call that the sprint, the 100-meter dash. So if a quarterback falls, you see like 4 guys just sprinting towards him.
Yeah.
It's a free sack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No
don't
one
have to do
cares how you
anything.
got. Just touch it. I got him first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Here we're all 3, 2, 1. Tap. Right? And everybody gets a fifth of
We
a
all
sack.
get a half. Yes.
Dude, so if 3 guys get there at the same time, everybody gets a half?
You can get a half.
I know you can get a half, but you can't get a third, right?
Everybody gets it's weird. If
So there
3
would
guys
be-
converge, you can all get a half sack.
So it's a 1.5 total.
Correct.
I like that. We need to come up with more weird rules.
It just depends on who's scoring in the booth.
We doing hot and cold next, Em?
We are doing hot and
We're
cold.
doing hot and cold next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. All right. More or less Mark Gastineau sacks. That should have been on Prize Picks a million years ago, but now you have Prize Picks. And during Pickmas, you heard me, Pickmas at Prize Picks, you can win up to 200 times your money. 200 times your money with Pickmas. But you got to put the Prize Picks app on your phone and take what's great, I don't know, football tomorrow night, basketball tonight, really anything you like, hockey, and you look at the projections and you decide whether or not you like more or less. Matthew Stafford, more or less than his projected number. Brock Purdy, more or less than his projected number. That's it. And you can win big at Prize Picks. And they're going to give you one too, right? When you play your first $5 lineup, they're going to give you $50. Win or lose, $50 after you play your first $5 lineup at Prize Picks. But you got to have the app on your phone, and you got to use the code 710 to get that $50. Go do it right now. Prize Picks, code 710. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland today at 1 after Travis and DeMarco.
A player that flipped to Oregon because he was going to get his own shoe.
Phil Knight said, if you go to Oregon, I'll make you your own shoe.
Yes.
If you were being recruited and Phil Knight called you and goes, hey, Mace, I will make the Air Mace.
Yeah, I would definitely do it for the Air Mace. Because when I get in the air, look out.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
This is The Doctor in the Dugout with Dr. Alan Beyer, presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
I'm often asked about people who suffer their first back injury, think they've pulled a muscle in their back, and they don't stretch enough as far as their back is concerned. So when do you seek care from a doctor when you've sustained a back injury? At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we like to tell people that the most important thing is to watch and see if that back pain is radiating down your leg, causing any numbness, causing any weakness, or any bowel or bladder dysfunction. These are surgical problems usually and require a more urgent visit to the emergency room rather than waiting to see the doctor. If none of these signs are present, it's safe to wait it out, rest for a few days, and seek medical care from your doctor within a week or so. Hope that helps. Keep stretching your back. If that doesn't get better in a week or 10 days, that's when it's time to seek the orthopedic specialist. Hope this keeps you on the field, and keep listening. We'll be back soon.
Keep listening for more on the road to recovery right here on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforming-LAX. That's flylax.com/transforming-LAX.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats. We've got some late-breaking news coming out of the stands. According to multiple sources, Vivid Seats fans are scoring rewards on every purchase and at a rapid pace. Obviously, these rewards are a game changer, and coupled with their MVP-worthy ticket selection, why get tickets anywhere else? Don't drop the ball this season. Shop with Vivid Seats and earn rewards on every ticket. And as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, Vivid Seats is offering you $20 off your first $200 ticket purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Tom Kelly's carbon fiber mountain bike. Because more than riding his carbon fiber mountain bike, Tom loves telling people about his carbon fiber mountain bike. Friends, family, even a local barista knows about his carbon fiber mountain bike. And that's why Tom's carbon fiber mountain bike, if you haven't heard about it, is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
As you know, we've welcomed a new partner here at 710 ESPN, NextGen. NextGen, the official AC, heat, and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans.
You're as cold as ice.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Time for our feature we do 3 days a week.
'Cause you're hot and you're cold.
Who's hot? Who's cold? Thanks to NextGen. Boy, time for Who's Hot? Who's Cold? Take it away, Producer M.
Wait, I got one question. Who told you TJ Watt broke that record?
I thought I read it this morning.
He's tied. I got his ear and I said that he's tied.
No, that's
with
my
Michael
mistake.
Strahan.
Tied. He's the record holder.
Yes.
I saw it's the current record holder. I thought he broke it. It's my mistake.
No, funny.
Yeah.
See?
Yes, I got in his ear and I corrected it, but it's okay. All right, so what's hot? Some hot docs. Not hot goss, some hot docs. There is going to be a Jerry Springer 2-part docuseries coming to Netflix. So I did not grow up on Jerry Springer, was not necessarily some part of my life, but I know you guys are all fans, or at least participants in the consumption of the media.
Jerry.
What do you think?
So I was never like a regular viewer of the show, but it was impossible to escape it. It was so big. Like Jerry Springer was a cultural phenomenon when I don't know if you coined this term or not, Em, but I always go back to it. When there was a monoculture, you could not escape Jerry Springer.
Monoculture?
Right? We all were experiencing the same things. Like right now, your feed is different than my feed's different than her feed. We all see what we want, and very rarely do those things cross unless we choose to have them do it. You could have hated Jerry Springer's guts, what he stood for, the what he put on TV. it was impossible not to know who he was and what he was doing.
What was the other guy? Morton Downey.
Morton Downey.
He kind of started the whole thing, and Jerry took it to so at one point in my life, it was like wrestling and Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
That was
kind of the same thing,
That was entertainment.
Because like what you were saying is like wrestling, like you didn't consume wrestling actively, but you were still aware of who wrestlers were because that's monoculture existed back then.
We had Jose Luis sin censura. Jose Luis uncensored. That's what
was
we
that
had.
like the Spanish Jerry Springer?
But then you had cholos like you're going against the panel, and it was
They say
crazy.
Jose.
No. It was Jose Luis. Jose Luis. That's what it was.
Jose Luis.
Did you watch Jerry Springer?
Of course. Who didn't watch Jerry Springer? You watched it some.
I mean,
you knew it was
I
on.
saw it. I knew what it was, but I'd see it and
it was
bang.
Guaranteed chaos. Yeah, it was fun.
But it always felt contrived. I'm not saying the fights were fake always, but it was.
It was different for us though. Because we had Sally Jesse, we had Donahue, we had this stuff
he's
before.
not the. You're not the father. Is that Maury?
That's Maury.
That's Maury.
But it was the same thing.
Who's alive?
It was. Yes, we
Right?
established
We didn't
that
kill
Maury's
him. He's
alive
alive, yeah.
yesterday.
Okay.
I tried to kill off Joe Klecko earlier today. He's
Springer
alive too.
is the one who has passed.
Springer
is no longer with us, but it was. This girl is fighting with this guy, and here comes the new boyfriend. Chaos ensues.
Yes.
That was every episode.
But then there's Judge Judy, who's like, "Here's
she just
me."
yells at people,
and but they have a fake court.
So great. Yeah.
See, that always worked because I just liked when she would tell people to shut up.
Yes.
It was just so great.
Oh, wait. The best TV judge of all time is
Wapner.
Do you have a receipt?
Yeah.
Nope. Case closed.
You know where was it Joe Wapner? Joseph Wapner.
Is it?
Joseph
yes.
Wapner.
Yes.
You know where Joseph Wapner is a prestigious graduate of?
Don't say it. Santa Barbara?
UC Santa Barbara.
No way.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
One of my favorite clips that's like goes over my head all the time is from I think it's like Judge Toller, and he goes, "Okay, Miss Girl," and she says, "Girl, I am Miss Toller," and then it goes over my mind all the time.
I like when they yell at each other.
Yeah.
It's terrific.
Miss Girl. Okay, so what's cold is potentially long term the Soto deal. And maybe this is us as loser talk of not getting Juan Soto and try to poke holes and how great this player is. The Mets got him. But Buster Olney and Jeff Passan were on the MLB Tonight podcast talking about the deal and the long-term implications of this deal. And maybe, especially because of what happened to the deal, the length and the amount of money, it might not be the best baseball deal. So this is Olney and Passan discussing this.
Here's the thing. Like, this is not a good baseball deal.
No.
It's just not in the context of everything else in the sport. It is an exceptional overpay. But it also shows you that when a guy is 26 years old and the caliber of Juan Soto and he hits free agency, it's a bonanza. And age, what this has shown me, and I think we knew this, but maybe not to this extent, age matters more than just about anything.
You have to be good, too. Just
sure.
because you're 26, we're not just going to hand you
but
$700
usually
million.
a guy like this doesn't come free until they're about 30.
True.
And a guy this good is usually Ohtani's a perfect example of this. Ohtani shook loose at about 30. This guy's
26.
almost 5 years younger.
Wow.
Okay, here's the part that if you're a Mets fan, and I think what speaks to this, when the Dodgers got Ohtani, just to compare this, I think everyone in baseball went, oh no. That dude's going to go do his thing down there. When Soto went to the Mets, it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, he's a good player. Nobody's saying he's not a good player, but that it didn't feel like it changed the landscape of things. Pick any offensive category in baseball that you want.
Slugging.
Okay, slugging percentage. These are Mike Trout and Juan Soto through the first 7 years of their career. Mike Trout, when he signed his big deal, 12 years, 426, an AAV of 35.5. Juan Soto, 15 years, 765, 51 annual value. Okay, so
$51 million
per season.
Okay.
You said slugging. Mike Trout 579, Juan Soto 532. Pick another one.
OPS.
Mike Trout 1,000 to even.
Yep.
Juan Soto 953. I'm going to save you the trouble.
So comparable?
No, Trout's significantly higher. Mike Trout is higher in every single offensive category than Juan Soto, with the one exception, which is on base percentage. And Juan Soto's on-base percentage is 1/1000th of a percent higher. It's 420 to 421.
So what about home runs?
Home runs is Trout 235, Soto 201. Okay?
Dang, okay.
The point being, Mike Trout's first 7 years were as good as anybody's. He shook loose at a young age, which doesn't happen very often. The Angels, I think, rightfully went super big, gave him a ton of money. and then bang, what happened? He started getting hurt almost right away. Mike Trout could run. He could play the outfield. He could do all of the things that Juan Soto doesn't do. This is terrifying. If he has a Mike Trout moment where all of a sudden he has trouble staying on the field, and Mike Trout was as good as anybody has ever been through the first 10 years of his career, you could have a guy on the hook for $51 million a year who doesn't play or whose production falls off a cliff.
But why do you care? He's a Met.
No. I'm just saying that it's a terrible baseball deal. Like those guys are saying that he's not a cultural phenomenon like Ohtani. He doesn't pay for himself like Ohtani. This is one of these. He's the new guy. He's really good. It's not but weird stuff
There's
happens.
no way this
Mike
turns
Trout
out for the good.
felt like as safe of a bet as there possibly was. His age, his performance. Mike Trout finished top 3 in the MVP 7 times in 10 years.
It'll be interesting to watch. Maybe he does. Maybe he does bring. What if he brings the World Series to the Mets?
Great.
That would be good return on investment, right?
100%.
Yeah,
but
multiple World Series.
It needs to happen relatively quickly because the odds of this not aging poorly are really, really low. Everybody ages poorly. That's just sports.
But I have a new goal in life. I want to be exceptionally overpaid.
Who doesn't? You know what? You know what else I want? Like overpaid's cool.
Yeah,
but
exceptionally,
exceptionally is better. But you know what else I'd like to do?
What?
Not have to play
at all.
At all.
Oh,
like I
want to be Kawhi Leonard.
No, yes. Yes.
You want to be Kawhi.
I want to be
Honestly,
Kawhi
or
Leonard.
Bobby Bonilla now.
I want to be Anthony Rendon. I want to be Kawhi Leonard. Like, not only are I grossly overpaid,
I'm not even
show
playing.
up.
I'm not even playing.
Right?
Wow.
I want to
Trey
be
Lance.
that guy. Trey Lance. But Trey Lance didn't get the $100 million deal like these
but he's
other
not getting
guys.
paid
He didn't
enough.
draft himself. Yeah.
Crazy. Who's Hot, Who's Cold is brought to you by NextGen, the official AC Heat and Plumbing Company of SoCal sports fans. Call 833-3-NEXTGen. That's 833-3-NEXGEN or visit nextgenaaronplumbing.com. The Dump is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Mason and Ireland.
And there's a difference between the best show and the greatest show.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
This is the greatest show on the radio.
Sure. There you go.
The biggest show on the radio, weekdays at noon.
On 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mace. You have never experienced anything like Cosm. Trust me, it will blow your mind, and you can experience the Emirates NBA Cup like never before. NBA action in immersive shared reality. Every assist and dunk and buzzer beater comes to life on Cosm's immense 8K plus wraparound display. Use our exclusive discount code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA event in November. Get your tickets now at Cosm.com. That's COSM.com.
Transform your home into a smart sanctuary with Mir Audio Video. For over 40 years, Mir's been the trusted experts in smart home technology as an authorized dealer for Crestron, Control4, Lutron. Don't settle for less. Choose the best with Mir Audio Video. Visit the showroom at 2040 Westwood Boulevard or give them a call, 310-234-4010. You can also check them out online at MirAudioVideo.com. Mir Audio Video, where your smart home dreams come true.
Hey folks, when it comes to Christmas trees, don't get played by foreign plastic. Just like you wouldn't replace a prize QB with a mannequin. Don't replace American Farm Fresh trees with fake foreign plastic. These farm families are the MVPs of Christmas, growing champions right here on American soil. They're not sitting on the bench. They're out there every day growing real Christmas traditions. Make the winning choice, Farm Fresh Christmas trees, not foreign plastic that pollutes. Visit GetRealKeepItReal.com to find your local farm MVP.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's, and that means limited time savings on the paint pros need. Right now, save $15 on 5-gallon pails of HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams All-Purpose Power Primer. Plus, get it delivered to your job site with free same-day delivery when you order by 2 p.m. Visit us in-store or online today, because Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 12/20. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Additional terms apply. See Lowes.com/same-day delivery for details.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
You are a big boxing fan, DeMarco, so you will
who's coming
probably remember this. It was on this day, December 11th, 1981, that Muhammad Ali fought for the final time in his professional career. He was 39 years old. He lost a 10-round decision to Trevor Berbick and finished his career with a 56-5 record.
Do you know Mike Tyson avenged that loss?
Mike Tyson destroyed Trevor Berbick.
Knocked him down 3 times with one punch. And he did it twice for Ali. He knocked out Berbick, and he knocked out Larry Holmes.
Oh, Larry Holmes, too. Yeah.
Mike Tyson loves the sport, loves Ali. Yes.
Yeah, it's funny. I know the history of Ali. I've seen movies. I've read a book about Ali. But my personal memories of him were as I don't want to say a broken down, but a not Muhammad Ali. I remember him fighting Jerry Cooney.
Yeah.
I remember him fighting Larry Holmes. I kind of sort of remember the Trevor Berbick fight, but it's I don't remember him like other than seeing the Thrill of Manila or
not
like,
live.
No.
Yeah.
I just what I saw live in my lifetime was him as an older man.
Like, please stop. Did you see the fight with him and Inoki?
No, I don't.
The first mixed martial arts fight ever?
No.
He fought the guy in Japan. The guy just kept jumping on his back, kicking him in the legs.
No.
You never saw that? Oh, my God. You got to see it.
Well, how old was Ali?
Ali, this is right in the middle of his championship reign. Like after...
Like in the 60s?
70s.
Okay.
After he was going to fight either Foreman or Frazier. And he took this big money fight in Japan. It was supposed to be this exhibition.
Okay. Oh, and it turned.
And Inoki took it seriously.
Was that the inspiration for Thunder Lips v. Rocky Balboa?
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But that was the first mixed martial arts fight.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Antonio Inoki.
Antonio Inoki.
Inoki. He's a legend in Japan.
Okay.
I think he's dead too. Are we killing him?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I got to check that out.
Yes. You will laugh your butt off, and then you won't. You'll be like, oh my God, this is serious.
Is it start like it's a goof and then get super
Ali's
serious?
just having fun, but this guy's really trying to do something.
He doesn't know it's a show.
Right.
He thinks it's a damn fight.
Yeah, Inoki passed 2-22.
He did. Okay, so we're 2-0.
Well, no,
today.
we're doing better
For
today.
today,
We're
yes.
doing better today. Today in 2000, the Texas Rangers signed Alex Rodriguez to what seemed at the time an absolutely ludicrous, bonkers. This is the end of pro sports as we know it. 10-year, $252 million contract. What a bargain!
Unbelievable. 252 now. That's
252.
nothing.
That's $25 million a year.
Wow.
Guys are still getting that.
That's crazy.
Right? Like yesterday,
Yeah.
Max Fried signed with the Yankees. Okay, so hold on. Alex Rodriguez got $25.2 million a year in 2000, 24 years ago. Max Fried signed yesterday for $27.5 million a year.
Wow, they're still getting that dough.
They're still getting, and that's good dough still.
Yes.
That's how far ahead of the curve
A-Rod should never go broke in the 90s. The first $100 million deal was Larry Johnson?
I don't know.
I think it was Larry Johnson. I remember KG turning down $100 million.
Yeah.
And we thought he was nuts. And then A-Rod signs this big deal.
Yeah.
Changed everything.
A-Rod's another one, kind of going back to what we were talking about, I don't know, a segment or two ago, where like, okay, here's what you did, and here's what people think about you.
Yeah.
Like, very few people like Alex Rodriguez. It's just he's not a particularly embraceable, likable guy. He's gotten better as he's gotten a little older. He's pretty good at doing TV, so that's helped. But this was one of those guys, teammates didn't really like him. The media really didn't like him.
Especially after this.
You know what's a good answer to who's the best player ever? Alex Rodriguez.
Is he the best player ever?
No.
Oh.
But he's on the short list.
I'm sure he is.
He's one of the 5 or 10 best players ever.
I remember when he got to Seattle because Junior was still there.
Yeah.
And there was a problem.
Well, first time in the life that Junior looked in the clubhouse and said, I might not be the best player in this room.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might not be the best player. Like, that's never happened to me. And that guy right there is just as good, maybe even a little bit better.
And he's a jerk.
Yeah. And then, of course, all this. Again, the steroid stuff for me, I wish it hadn't happened, but I don't know who did and who didn't, so I'm just going to assume the whole thing was...
The whole era.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything is tainted, so...
They're all in it.
I know that he was pretty awesome while it was going on. Hook, Emily, how will you celebrate tonight by watching Hook? I know that's one of your favorites.
Yeah,
It came out
Hook
today.
is the best. Hook is great. Everybody should get their kids to watch Hook because it's classic. No matter how much people hate it, haters,
Who hates
Mason, Ireland, they both hate Hook.
Why?
Because they thought it was a flop and it was bad.
It was really well received in the moment.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I wasn't in the ratings
because
back
it was
Yeah.
Robin Williams and Julia Roberts.
And Dustin Hoffman. And Maggie Smith.
And Steven Spielberg directed.
Yes.
So it's like
John
this,
Williams score.
This heavy hitters
Yes.
up and down the line.
I loved it.
Did you like? I don't
loved
think I ever saw it, but
yeah.
it was a flop though, right?
I think commercially, okay, it's hard to judge by today's standards,
Yeah.
but it was a flop in its time.
Yes.
I do know that Julia Roberts was a pill.
She was
to deal
Tinkerbell,
with.
right?
Yeah, she was a
Tinkerbell,
pill to
Yeah,
deal
she
with
was
during the
Tinkerbell.
during
Most famous
Yeah.
people that are really good at what they do can be challenging.
Yes.
I've never heard Spielberg say anything bad about anyone except her.
Did he say something bad about her?
Yeah, she said she was hard to deal with. Really hard to deal with. Yes.
But I love that movie. It's also fun because you see like the really old cell phones because Robin Williams is growing up Peter Pan and he's so obsessed with work. He has his old cell phone at his son's game and he misses his son's game because it's going to the work event and his son's like, I'm never gonna forgive you, Dad, and then he gets snatched.
You know what's funny?
The brick, was it the brick phone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those brick phones, or remember the one that had like almost a little suitcase that you would carry with it? Like if you watch a movie from the 70s and there's no technology to speak of, it feels very relatable. But you watch something from like the 80s or the 90s where the technology is just car phones, like really bulky cell phones.
Yeah.
It feels really bizarre. Like no technology feels more modern than bad technology.
You know what gets me about those 70s movies? When they drive to the airport and park right out in front and leave the car.
And walk to the gate.
Right.
Like, I'm getting on and smoking a cigarette.
Right, I wish.
It's also one thing about this day and age is why almost no big directors, do present day movies. Everyone almost always does it like a little bit in the past. Like at least the latest will go is like early 2000s because they don't want to deal with technology. They don't want to deal with making it cinematic to look at your phone. And there are some been good movies that do it. But it's interesting to see that most every director either does
TV
period
shows,
pieces or
movies. Like whenever it is set modernly, in current times, and there's texting, and you see it pop up on the screen. It's still like weird, like because they're trying to shoehorn it in, and I get that sometimes for plot purposes it has to be in there.
Sure.
But it does like
I saw it
tick
done.
tick 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 tick. Bloop,
right.
Bloop. It's like what are we doing?
Two movies that have done it well, I think, is the movie 8th Grade from Bo Burnham. Came out in 2020 or 2019. 8th Grade is great, and then Dee Dee. Dee Dee came out this year.
Yeah.
And has to do with technology as well. So two great movies. Both coming of age movies. Good to watch with kiddos.
Or when you see the pagers. Has anybody seen my page? I just we watched Daddy Daycare. My daughter wanted to see what it was about. So he watched Daddy Daycare. So he has a flip phone.
Yeah.
He's like, has anybody seen my pager? And then they call it.
I had a pager
Through a landline.
Of course.
Yeah.
Nextel?
Yeah.
No. What was it called again?
Was it Nortel?
Something like
Yeah.
that, right?
Doctors only have pagers now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. There's this. Mine. I thought it was so cool, DeMarco. It was clear.
You had
Like
a clear one?
the plastic was clear, so you could see like the guts of the thing.
Yes.
I thought it was cool. I
911.
Like 3 people had my number. Who am I getting back to?
Well, I mean, you never know. But 911, call me
You
back
can
now.
page me if you need me. Here's my number. Get out of here.
Could you spell hello? Were you, Were you smart enough? I could never do that.
Okay, so can you walk me through this? I never had pager, never really was around pagers. So it was basically like, hey, look down. Oh, Travis called me. Let me go find a payphone so I can go call Travis.
You got it.
Okay. If I had to memorize everyone's numbers?
No, it's right there.
It would be on. So it would show up. My number would show up.
And you know it's Travis.
Because I've memorized your number at this point in time?
Probably.
Okay. And then you say, you say, call me. And that's all you
There
can
was
fit
no
on
message.
The
Ju-
number
just
would come
the
up.
number would show up.
That's why
Really?
I would put 911. That means call me back right now.
Yeah, it's an emergency.
But if there was no 911, well, how did you get 911 on there?
You could put as many numbers in as you wanted. So when, let's say you were at your mom's house and you wanted me to call you at your mom's house, you would put you would call the pager.
Okay.
It would say, enter your number, and you would type in the
whatever.
number.
On the phone.
On the
Okay.
phone, and then I would call that number
so
back.
basically, you and the pager is like a separate number from your regular phone.
Yes.
So if you had your regular
we
regular
didn't
home
have
phone,
phones.
No, there
We
was
just
no
had
phone.
pagers.
but you had a home phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
So
work.
right. So your pager was basically your cell phone number.
I can't believe we're having this discussion. This is so
Kind of.
wild.
She's young.
You don't know how pagers work.
Speaking of memorizing numbers, do you guys know how many numbers you memorize now?
One. I know one number. Well, 2, including my own.
I know a couple.
And the call-in line for ESPN Los Angeles is 877-710-3776.
I know that one. I know mine, and I know Susan's.
Okay. Do you know your social?
Yes.
Okay. Do you? Everybody?
I do, yeah.
Okay. I keep numbers. Do you know numbers?
Everybody say
I
their
know
social
numbers,
on
yes.
3.
No.
Do you know your kids' numbers?
Yes.
You do have them memorized?
Her what? Social numbers
no,
or
her phone number?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I need to, I don't.
Oh,
like,
you don't?
Like if I lost my phone, I could not get in touch with them. I could get in touch with Susan.
Yeah.
But nope, that's it. I don't know my parents' numbers. I don't know anybody's.
See,
got my
because
mom's,
of
my
Chris
brothers.
Miller and the concussions,
Yeah.
I write them down and I memorize them just in case. Yes.
I have my parents and my sisters.
Ah, okay.
A Few Good Men was released today in 1992. You love that movie.
Oh,
I
my
love
God.
that movie.
I want to watch it now.
Yeah.
I do. I really want to watch it.
You know who's not
Lieutenant
good?
Weinberg?
Yeah, that. By the way, he wasn't even doing anything. Why did Weinberg catch a stray in that scene?
Because it's why he's the opposite of
Well,
Colonel Jessup.
Weinberg's an intellectual.
He's the opposite.
Jessup wants to smash things, and Weinberg wants to talk about
But Jessup
things.
is right. You want him on that wall. You need him on that wall, but you don't want him at your party.
Another great
There you
movie. A
go.
little 5 years ahead of that, 1987, Wall Street. The Michael Douglas Wall Street was released.
Greed.
Gordon Gekko
is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't that influence a lot of people, kind of like Wolf of Wall
time.
Street, to go to the financial jobs?
It was big money, lot, you know,
Yeah.
power, slick back hair, suits. Yep.
It's one of those movies that comes out and it glamorizes something, but the director's intention was probably not to glamorize it, but it makes it seem glamorous.
Almost
like
had the
Wolf of
same
Wall
impact
Street.
as Top Gun. It made people want to
People
go to the stock
enlisted
market.
in the Navy.
Yeah, they want
A little different commitment.
Quite a different.
Yeah.
And then one other financial movie, The Big Short, was released today in 2015.
Did you see that? I haven't
I
seen
did.
it yet.
It's great.
Is it going to make you mad? Is it going to make me mad?
Adam McKay, of
Yeah.
all people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did all those goofy Will Ferrell movies.
Yeah.
The Big Short.
It will make
This
you.
is not a comedy, though.
It'll make you.
Not at all.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Although Margot Robbie's in it just for no reason.
I'm in.
In a bathtub.
I'm in.
Naked.
Yep.
She's the one that takes you from scene to scene, and the narrator comes on and goes,
Oh.
because we're trying to make money on this movie, here's Margot Robbie to explain her next scene naked
She
in a
just
bathtub. No, she's in a bathtub with all the bubbles.
It's
up.
like inside
Are we
baseball.
that easy?
on the financial markets?
Yeah.
And by the way, guess what's happened? The exact same thing. Like
Wow.
it blew up.
Yeah.
A couple of guys got very rich because they saw it coming when no one else saw it coming.
Yeah.
And now it's happening again.
Can we talk to John yet? Is that possible?
No.
Okay, I have to wait. Go ahead.
You got to wait.
Okay.
Because Super Crosstalk is
Okay.
coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason in Ireland, weekdays at noon.
I will not drive overseas. I mean,
I do it.
especially I snapped the axle when I was driving.
How? Tell me the story.
Yeah. So I
So
drove
he was at the Matterhorn. Where
drove
were you?
away from Gatwick, right? And I'm
London?
going north.
Okay.
So I pull into a gas station, and there are these big, gigantic curbs around to sort of guide you through. Drove right over one of them. Front of the snap, the axle
They're
snapped.
big, gigantic curbs. You didn't see them?
No, I missed them.
How stoned were you?
I was I took the insurance and literally I
Thank
walked
God.
away. There was
You just left the car there.
No, I called them. I said that this car is ruined, and they came and they picked it up, and I never.
Did you get a new one?
Never. No. I
They
said,
were like,
can I
"We
get
will not
another
rent
car?
to
They
you."
said we're not going to rent
No.
you again.
Steve Mason and John Ireland, next at noon.
Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey, it's Travis here to tell you again about Prize Picks, right? Prize Picks is so much fun. It takes what we already love, games, sports, right, and makes them even better because Prize Picks is the place to get real money sports action. So why not join over 10 million users and sign up today? Prize Picks always puts its members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. So make your holidays bigger and brighter. You can win up to 200 times your money on Prize Picks. Join now because this holiday season, Prize Picks is giving away 2 free picks in December, and they're giving away $30+ million in rewards during Pickmas. So download the app today, use the code 710, and you're going to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's $50 instantly after you place your first $5 lineup with the promo code 710 with Prize Picks. Run your game.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God.
When the
The shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Super Crosstalk presented by In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger is all about.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
All right, real quick. I know you want to talk Springer here in a second. I watched the Yacht Rock doc last night.
What do you think?
Loved it.
Oh, isn't it cool?
Loved it.
Thought it was great.
Yeah, it's got really good information, like stuff I never knew. I was surprised by it.
It's set in the 70s and 80s in L.A. I was a kid in the 70s and 80s in L.A.,
Yep.
so it brought back a lot of familiar feelings, familiar sights, and all those things. You know every song.
And Michael McDonald is a G, man.
He's great.
But anytime anybody needed help with anything, he goes,
He
I'm
goes
in.
sing on it. I had forgotten about that SCTV skit with Rick Moranis where he plays Michael McDonald just racing
all around.
That was terrific.
But, Christopher Cross, the producer of Christopher Cross' album, goes, we need a hook for Ride Like the Wind. And he goes, I'm just going to ask McDonald. He might do it.
Yeah.
And he did it, and that song went all the way to number 1.
So I've told this story many times, I think. Probably. This is an Ireland moment for me.
Yeah.
So when we were doing the old TV show in the morning on Fox Sports West 2, Christopher Cross was a guest one day.
Oh.
And he came in and he performed Sailing. Now, it happened to be the same day that the Dodgers traded Mike Piazza to the Marlins.
Wow.
So while Christopher Cross was singing Sailing, they showed Mike Piazza highlights during that segment. I thought it was just freaking
And
brilliant.
everybody thought we planned it.
Oh, we planned
and we
it.
did.
Sailing away.
We just
Sailing
lucked out. We
away.
just lucked out.
Sailing away.
All right, so here's my Jerry Springer story.
Well, real quick, just before we move on to because there was one thing you told me about the doc that you said a lot of these guys look banged up later. I thought that most of them looked. There were a couple that were a little rough, but I thought most of those guys looked pretty good.
You said the dude from Ambrosia
The
looked
dude
bad.
from Ambrosia looked banged up.
Yeah, he was living his best life for a lot of years.
One of the Toto guys looked banged up,
and
but the other Toto guy aged really well.
Really well.
Yeah.
Michael McDonald just put on a little weight. He seems fine.
Like how much weight are we talking?
He's over 3, right?
No, I don't think so.
No, but I would say
think it's
probably 50 pounds from his playing days.
Yeah, he's probably 250. You think so?
You think more than 50?
I think it's more
Big
than
and
50.
tall? Rep big
I
and
don't know
tall?
how tall is
Okay.
Michael McDonald. Do we know?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
if he's 6 feet tall, he's north of 300
I want to see
pounds.
this. I got to see this.
But he looks good. He's just a little heavy.
Yeah,
That
a little
happens.
heavy.
That
That happens to a lot of people.
What's your Springer story?
Okay, so have any of you ever been to Laughlin, Nevada?
Yes.
One time.
Okay. It's not the end of the earth, but you can see it from there. All right.
Yeah.
So 2 of my best friends from high school, we're all married. We all have kids now. We used to pick a spot, and the only rule we would pick, we'd all go on vacation together every year, and the only rule we would pick is let's go someplace we've never been before.
Okay.
And these guys all like to water ski, and we all like to gamble. And somebody says, this is my friend Mark Lure, who runs All American Asphalt in Corona. If you know him, you can yell at him about this. He says, we're going to Laughlin. And I went, okay. So we pull in. It's like 110 degrees. We're there in June.
No.
And I get out of the car. And we all, caravan down there. We all get out of the car. So there's 6 of us walking in, all 3 of us with our wives. And I've never, ever had this happen. At least 5 people from walking from the parking lot to the front of the casino hotel where we were staying walked up to me like, oh, my God, it's you. Can I take a picture with you? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I go, wow, they must have, the Laker channel on here or something.
Yeah.
Next guy goes, you're here? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, can I have your autograph? I'm like, sure. And I'm like, now I'm thinking, do I look
You're
like
a big star.
Do I look like somebody else?
Yeah, yeah.
And then
no one said your name? Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. We walk into the casino, and there's a line of 30 people waiting to check in. And somebody from behind the counter, like a desk manager, looks at me, points at me, and goes with a finger, come here.
How long ago was this?
Late 90s, early 2000s. Okay. So I walk up to him and I go, hi. He goes, you don't have to wait in this line. I'm going to take you through VIP. And I went, okay.
Whoa.
He goes, are those your friends? I go, yeah, we got 3 rooms here. And I go, okay. And as I'm walking by the line, everybody's pointing at me. And I'm like, Lisa is with me. And she's like, what is happening? I don't understand this. We get in the elevator. They upgrade us. We get in the elevator. the doors open, we get off on the floor, and like a light bulb going off in the head, some guy in a tank top drinking a 40-ounce beer points right at me and goes, "Hey, you're the guy that's on right before Jerry Springer."
Oh, my God.
I had not put two and two together. I had worked at KCAL for about 10 years.
Oh.
10 to 10:45 was news.
Oh, that's
10:45 to 11 was Sports Central. And so everybody had either seen me anchor or be the lead reporter on Sports Central. So they knew who I was. None of them knew my name. Yeah. But because they didn't want to, Trav, going back to what you said about Springer, how it was everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't want to miss Springer, so they were tuning in at like 10:50, 10:55 every night. And
That's
getting,
a Springer crowd in Laughlin,
right,
too.
and getting me for 5 to 10 minutes, and then it would roll into Jerry Springer. And like my friends just thought it was the funniest thing ever. They went, "Oh my God, you're a Jerry Springer."
You were looking him up. I'm like,
celebrity."
they don't look alike, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Jerry Springer warm-up show.
I was thinking, like,
so weird.
You thought he
John,
was
I've
Jerry
known you for a long
Springer?
time. I'm like, you never ever look
Not
like
even
Jerry
close.
Springer. So
Wow.
I'm like, I'm trying to Google you from like the
I
late
got-
90s.
Trav,
I'm like,
I'm not exaggerating.
Separated at birth?
I got recognized from the car to the hotel room 25 times.
That's awesome.
And hey, you're the guy that's on right before Jerry Springer.
That's amazing.
And I went, oh my God, I should move to Laughlin.
Yeah,
I
you'd be
could
a big
run for
star.
mayor
Run
here
for
and
mayor.
win.
You said he was the mayor of Cincinnati
He
when you were a
was.
kid.
When I was a kid, Jerry Springer was the mayor of Cincinnati, started in politics. Then I think he became like the legit newscaster guy.
Oh,
for
from
Cincinnati.
mayor to newscaster.
He was a lead news anchor on a station in Cincinnati for 20 years.
He had like a prostitution scandal, right? Is that what his fall from like mainstream
He was
stuff
involved
was?
in prostitution?
No. He got caught soliciting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And once he transferred into syndicated TV, he became this megastar.
Oh,
yeah.
Like
Oh,
it
my
was
gosh.
him and Morton Downey Jr. and
Wally George.
yeah, Wally George was the beginning of it. Wally George was a guy in
Wally
Orange County
George?
on
a local thing here.
Rebecca De Mornay's father.
Yes.
The actress.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And but he was like super right wing wacko.
Yeah.
And he would do a show, and he would invite a guest on that would be like the head of the Democratic Party in Santa Ana.
Oh, and go at it and rip.
And Wally would pack the crowd with all of his people, and the show would start, and they would all go,
Wally.
Oh, no way.
And he'd bring the guest out, and the crowd would all,
Yes, they would hiss at him.
no,
That's right.
they would
and
hiss?
the guest would sit down, and Wally would go, literally look at him and go,
I forgot about the
"What the
hissing.
hell's wrong with you?
Oh, my God.
How can you support
Wow.
that idiot Jerry Brown?" And the whole crowd would start screaming at him, and it was on for probably 10 years.
Unbelievable.
Wally
George.
Wally
Wally
George.
George.
Okay, look that up.
Yeah. And then then shortly when Wally
I gotta
George,
pull up a picture of him so DeMarco can see what he looks
Wally
like. It's
George
like
had
right
his
out of
moment
Central Cast.
when and then shortly after Wally, I think, was off the air. Maybe not. I'm trying to. Yeah, maybe
Well,
not.
you know, the star of his show was Baghdad Bob.
Baghdad Bob.
The right wing senator or congressman from Santa Ana, who was like a hero to all the conservatives.
Yeah.
And then when Santa Ana became more and more Hispanic,
Yeah.
Loretta Sanchez took him down.
Oh, I remember that.
And he like threatened to boycott America.
Baghdad
Right.
Bob.
I remember being
Wow.
in an Angel game when Wally Joyner was a rookie.
Okay.
Okay. So
During Wally World.
Wally Joyner had an incredible like rookie season,
Rookie of
and
the
they
Year and all
started
that
calling
stuff,
it Wally's World, and it became like this Orange County phenomenon. And somehow I got Wally George and Wally Joyner conflated, and I thought, I mean, the guy from TV, there's no way that's the baseball
No,
guy.
the
so
other guy.
it was at the same time. Yeah.
That's him, DeMarco. He is. You're like me now. You
he's
can't look at anything without glasses.
He's exactly like I thought he would look. Yes, that's him.
and he would just bring people
Even
out.
down to the hair.
Yeah,
Wow.
he'd just bring people out and yell at them.
John, I know you know this, but there's a famous actor apparently named John Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
You've never heard of him?
I went to
That's
Google.
that's why I have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You know what he's famous for? Same thing Milton Berle's famous for.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As
telling
Mace
jokes,
likes to
one-liners?
say, was one of Hollywood's big guns.
Yes.
So-
He's renowned for that.
That's what he's most known
Milton
for.
Berle's the guy that would talk about it.
Right.
Milton Berle's the guy. I did an interview with Milton
big
Berle where
gun.
he referenced it.
Did he really?
There's the Milton Berle rule, right, where you show him just enough.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the rule?
Just enough to win.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just enough to win. Yeah. Just enough to win the
So what's
contest.
with the Santa hat? You wear that every day now during the holidays? or is it
Joseph
just today?
Estelman came in and
Oh,
gave us
nice.
gifts.
Bringing gifts.
Oh, very nice.
So I kind of stole the hat from him.
Cool. And what are you reading, Mad Men?
Em gave me this.
Oh, I love that.
She knows that I'm a fan of the series, and
Love
she
Mad
just
Men.
read this. Me too.
Yeah.
So she gave me this as a little holiday.
It's
present.
a hard, Mad Men is hard to recommend because it's kind of a slow burn.
The
and
whole
you've
thing's a
got-
slow burn.
Right. And so when somebody starts it, they're like,
How many seasons?
7.
Seven, yeah.
Okay.
It's a great.
I loved it.
And
sounds
one
like
of the
summer.
great finales ever in
Terrific.
television
Okay.
history.
Terrific.
By the way, I'm looking over your shoulder. Stallone has been up there because they're showing Creed, and I just finished Tulsa King. Do you guys
Yeah.
watch Tulsa King?
I heard it's good,
super
though.
good.
It's really
Super
fun.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tulsa King is a really
What's the
fun
elevator
show.
pitch?
Elevator pitch is a guy in the mafia gets out of prison after serving like 20 years, and the mafia bans him to Tulsa, and he has to rebuild an empire. And so it's his empire
I'm in.
Tulsa.
And still owns the lead.
And
Yes.
still, exactly. He's great.
What was
So-
it, Littlehammer? Yeah. That show called Littlehammer with Van Zant
I don't
from The
know that one.
Sopranos.
I don't know.
He gets banished to
Same
someplace.
concept.
Yeah,
I
same
do know
concept.
what you're talking about.
Same
Yeah,
thing. And he has
yeah.
to start over in a different place.
What do you think of his jersey? I like it. He doesn't even like his own
Dude,
gear.
this was our rookie year in '94.
Oh,
this,
was it
This was
really?
our throwback jerseys. I hated this. Do you like this?
I like the ones that were now better, but I
Yeah.
don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't. It's not my thing.
Remember when the NFL did this and Detroit was bad? They
Right.
had like two-tone colors and the
Yeah.
Steelers were
But
bad.
like now,
And you couldn't read the
now the
numbers.
Rams,
Yeah.
now the Rams throwback
They're good.
jerseys are cool because they're the jerseys from St. Louis.
When the Rams introduced their new look a few years ago, I'm like, I really like it
I do
now.
too.
It's
Yeah.
grown on me as much as anything has. The colors are right.
Royal
the
and Soul.
horns
Royal
look
and
good.
Soul.
Royal and Soul.
But even the
Yes.
stylized horn, at first I'm like, don't mess with the horns. The
Yeah.
horns are great.
Yes.
they
This
made
looks
that
pretty
sort
good.
of divided horn.
Yeah.
A little bit. I like it.
Two questions. Does basketball, the NBA, have a viewership problem?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like Mason and I talk about this a lot. Everything is going down in ratings because everything is so fragmented now.
Everything.
And most
Okay.
your kids are kind of right in this thing that everyone's talking about. Like my son is going to turn 23 on Monday. Does not watch television.
Oh.
At all. Do your kids, Trav, watch TV?
No.
I mean, DeMarco, it's
Not
weird.
at all?
They'll
Here's a
watch
good-
games. They'll watch games.
Yes,
Watch games.
live
Yeah, yeah.
sports. That's it.
Yeah.
James Worthy told me a great story
Yeah.
that I've told before, shockingly. He went to, his daughter was at Columbia, and he went to visit her in New York City. And he went to her dorm room, her and her roommate, and noticed they didn't have a TV. So trying to be a good dad, he goes down the street to Best Buy, buys them a big screen, has the Best Buy guys install it, and when they get home from class that day, in their apartment is a brand new TV.
Nice.
And James is feeling pretty good about himself, like he's being a good dad. And Sierra, his daughter, walks in and goes, Dad, what's that? He goes, well, I noticed you guys didn't have a TV, so I thought I'd hook you up. She goes, we don't watch TV.
Wow.
You got to take it back. This is a complete waste of money. He goes, I don't care. Just keep it. She goes, you don't understand. It will be a wall ornament. We do not watch television.
Shows,
They consume
but
stuff,
They
just not on
watch it
TV.
on their laptops. They watch it on their phones.
Right.
Yeah,
they,
that makes sense.
stream everything.
So when
like,
you say to me, does the NBA have a viewership problem? Probably there is something to their declining ratings, but the truth is that anyone under the age of 25 right now are not like us.
Right. They don't watch games. And by the way, there's a lot of research. Apparently younger Gen Z, Zoomers, all that stuff, they don't identify with teams anymore.
And players.
They identify with plays, like
People-
digestible bites on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff, as opposed to being a fan of a team or watching games.
So like I will tell you, this is like we go on the road now, and I've been doing this for years, and I've been traveling with the Lakers forever, and we have a rock band of stars every year. So obviously LeBron's our biggest star. Who do you think number 2 is?
AD?
No.
Not even close?
Not close.
Who?
Reeves?
Nope.
Bronny.
Yep.
Oh,
Bronny's the second?
When Bronny gets off the bus, everybody goes crazy. Kids his age run up to him. His jersey that he wore in his first game got like $250,000 at auction.
Oh my gosh.
So Bronny might not even be an NBA player. He's trying to become one. But that's, to Mason's point, people they all know him because they watched his YouTube highlights.
Yes.
They followed him on Instagram. That's their LeBron.
Let me throw out something quick. I know you guys want to get out here. Let me throw out something quick. So last night we tape the Mario Lopez show, and we watch it during dinner every night. is that
Access
Entertainment
Hollywood?
Tonight?
Access Hollywood.
Extra Access Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay. Last night they had a story about Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy, who is going to be in the Lion King prequel that is coming out in a couple of weeks. And I thought, good for her. And then I thought, I wonder why she doesn't get the blame and the complaining that Bronny gets. Here she is. She's obviously, this is nepotism, right? I mean, I hope she's a really talented girl and all that stuff. This is her debut.
Okay.
But she's clearly getting it because she's Beyonce and Jay-Z's kid. Mm-hmm. That's the same thing that's going on with Bronny. But I don't hear anybody saying, that Blue Ivy.
It's weird because for whatever reason, LeBron is polarizing, and now it is extended to Bronny.
Yeah.
Like most people that have called our show over the last 3 days, I'm the only one on our show that wants LeBron on the Lakers.
Yeah.
Everybody on our show, Greg, Mace, Brian could take it or leave it. But yesterday I even asked Jacob, who's like the world's biggest Laker fan, and Jacob's like, we got to move on.
We took calls today.
And I think that's insane.
I'm in the Brian Cohen camp. Like it doesn't move me one way or the other. I think to try to kind of figure out what you're asking.
Let me just say, good for Blue Ivy and all that stuff. I'm not being critical.
I think we think, at least fairly or unfairly, that sports is one of the few places that is entirely a meritocracy. That you earn your spot in athletics by being better than the other guys, and that funnel gets narrower and narrower the higher you get. That I think in Hollywood we kind of accept nepotism as part of the deal.
But what's weird is...
And in basketball and sports, like, just because you're Oral Hershiser's son doesn't mean you get to play on the Dodgers. You have to earn your way there. Whereas if you put a guy in a movie, I think we're all kind of like, yeah, whatever.
But it does mean you get to coach.
And what Mace said yesterday was, Bill Belichick's interviewing for this North Carolina job, and Mace goes, there's a succession plan. Steve Belichick would take over after Bill leaves. How's that different from what's happening with Bronny?
Well, I mean,
and the answer is, it's not a player.
Correct. It's not a player. It's coaching. And where's he right now? There's a Belichick as a coordinator.
I think
somewhere
he's in Colorado.
It's Colorado. Yeah. He's so look, sink or swim away from his dad.
Yeah.
Maybe UW too.
Yeah.
That would be my best guess.
Yeah, that might be where it is.
Yeah, who's it brought to you by?
It's brought to you by In-N-Out, Mason.
Oh, that's what a hamburger's all about.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Mason and Island next.
The most followed